One more. 3, 2, 1, take! All right, Kiara, good luck. Good luck. All right, there you go. Please make your way to the EveTech banner for a photo op. And now I'm going to hand over to Kiara to call up the first 4 teams. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for your casters.
Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to the show. I'm Pacific, and I'm here joined with
Kira. Hi, how are you guys?
Oh, we're doing quite well. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is going to be a very fun time. This is the first time we're ever doing the finals. I think it's one of the first of its kind in SA, but it's going to be a great time. Hope everyone's ready for the finals. Are you guys ready? I can't hear you. One more time. Are you guys ready? Yay. We're going to start school. We have about 5 schools on the team, or no, did they change it? Now it's still 5 schools. We have Bryson High, Crawford 4-Ways, Ivor, War School Ormond, 4-Ways High, and King Edward. Everything's going to be quite cool. I'll see you guys soon. I don't know if you're still live. Are we still live?
All right, there we go. Pacific, tell me, what do you think is going to happen today? There's 6 teams competing on the finals.
I think it's going to be quite interesting. I don't know how it's going to play out, but I do know both teams were practicing for the last couple of weeks now, so it's going to be anyone's game. It's going to be the first time they're going to be facing against each other in this kind of competition. It is going to be quite interesting. Kira, how do you think it's going to play out?
I think it's going to be very interesting, and it's going to be super fun to watch, and that all teams should just give it their best.
Rudy, how do you think it's going to play out?
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of potential. These teams have been practicing. We did give them quite a lot of notice that the finals is going to happen, and I do believe there's a lot of potential with this game, especially since it's new. So, I don't know. Let's see.
I'll see too. Well, it's going to be starting up soon. We're going to be just taking a couple of seconds just to get everything ready up. Just want to give a big shout out to everyone who came out to Rage. I also want to thank all our partners, Hisense, Edgivos, EveTech, everybody here that's just made this day possible for the last weekend. It's been a great honor working with you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the future. Thank you, Rage, for having us, and this is going to be a great one.
All right, Pacific. Kira, good luck with this one. We're going to start calling out the teams. Teams, please listen out. You will be seated on each station, and make sure to listen to your league masters, Andre and Kieran. They will explain and help and assist wherever they can.
All right, guys, so the first team I'm going to call up is Bryanston High. Please come to the station where I'm standing right now. These will be your battle sets. All right, guys, get your settings sorted so long. Get comfortable. Next up, 4-Ways High. Please join me in the front of the red squad. Next up, we have King Edward taking the first section of the blue side. Come take your seats here, everyone. Yeah. All right, guys, and then the final, but definitely not least team joining us on the blue side. Can I hear it for Crawford 4-Ways? All right, players, get those settings sorted. Get yourselves comfortable. Set yourselves up. We are going to get started soon. All right, players, get your settings sorted quickly. Okay, settings are almost done for both teams. Casters, there's going to be a lot of action coming up from the 6 schools that we have here today. Are you guys seeing any outcomes that you may be wanting to share with us? All right, players, I'm going to come around to all of you and just ask how you guys are doing with your settings.
Right, teams, you've got about a minute left before we get started. Make sure all your settings is ready, all your keybinds are correct. So for those of you in the crowd, today's bracket system works according to a point system. Teams with the most points will be moving on into the final phase later today. Alright teams, are you guys ready for your first match today? Rage Expo 2025. This is unfortunately the last day of the show, so we are planning to go out with a bang. Alright players, good luck with this match. The host will take you in. Casters, take us away.
And welcome back, folks. This is the finals with us. Just to make it a bit easier, we're going to be sticking to the names on the screen. It is a bit hard to keep track of 4 schools at the time while also looking at 4 different teams. So we'll just stick to the names on the screen. And we're about to begin. It is the Boundless on the Big Splash versus the Kingfish and the Live Wires. Both teams are getting ready to start. The game mode is Cash Out. How do you feel about Cash Out?
I personally haven't played it that much, but I think it could be a very good game mode, especially for this tournament.
Yeah, I do think so too. It's one of the more faster game modes you can play. You can, the game also does support 5v5, but the studio behind this game really loves 3v3s. They also are the ones who developed Arc Raiders. This was the game that they did between Arc Raiders.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a Korean studio, I believe. No, they are sponsored by a Korean studio. That's pretty, I think it's quite interesting to see like the world is becoming more into gaming now, like different countries are making games, we're making games now, everybody's like participating in that.
Yeah.
We just starting up a bit more. Both teams are just trying to figure out where they're supposed to go. They're getting up to the cash box so they can start with the cash out. It seems like Vault 2 is about to be triggered by the Big Splash. We see a bit of engagement. The Boundless is under attack right now, trying to defend this spot as best as they can. We have a medium on one team. We have medium, lights, and you have 2 mediums and a light. That's pretty cool. That's a good combination. There's a very strong support. They live a lot longer than most teams do. Both teams are engaging. Boundless is trying his best not to die right now. The light is going to get shot and he gets wiped out. Boundless is on 2 players right now. Medium kind of right through. The Kingfish also losing a player, getting ready to lock him too. Both teams are kind of contesting this choke point. And we're about to start shooting the Boundless trying to do and another elimination for the Boundless. It is very clear that the Live Wires are running the show this time. Good. And we're about to begin our first cash-in. And there it goes in. Now they got, for anyone who's not familiar with the game, folks, they're setting up to make sure that they have their certain time limit for the cash box to get entered in. Whoever gets their cash box in, they will be able to cash out and have to defend that as best as they can. The winner gets, the first one to get to 20,000 points takes victory. They're rolling out up into the sky, ready to contest the challenge. The 1 minute left. Cashing out in the next couple of seconds, about 8,000 on this cash out drop. Both teams are being contested. We are seeing a bit of I think both teams are getting used to the game. It's still a very new experience for all of them.
Have you ever done a finals tournament before?
No, this is the first finals tournament we've ever done before. I do also think it's maybe one of the first in South Africa. I have to do check in with that, but we are usually the pioneers when it comes to these kind of things. Most esports groups do kind of trail behind us. I'm very proud to say that. I mean, I'm not going to say any names, but we do set the tempo a lot of the time.
No, that's very good.
Yeah. Both teams are now contesting the big fish, the big splash. And it goes out for this. Both teams are trying to push. The big fish now securing by being contested. Boundless manages to wipe out the big fish without something. The Kingfish are willing to play with this one. The Live Wires completely. I don't think the Live Wires even lost a single life yet.
I'm not sure, but I have seen the Boundless have been rather aggressive this game.
Yeah, they are. I do think right now it's a very fair match between the Live Wires and Boundless. But the Big Splash and the Kingfish are still in the running for this one. Currently, the live wires and the Boundless are currently cashing out. They're both on the same amount of, not on the same amount of points. The live wires are currently on 5,000. They're waiting out for the cash out. Then it's going to be about 13. And the Boundless is on 3. They're trailing about 2,000 points. So they still have a lot to catch up with. Both teams are still trying to get ready. We are seeing a bit more stale. I think the teams are still getting used to it. I don't think there's any technical issues going on right now, but we'll see. They're just preparing up with the glue, trying to keep the defense going as much as they can. They are trying to protect their lead as good as they can. They set up the balls. And they're about to start spreading the way to go. And the Boundless cash out first, making it on the board with 11,000 points. The Boundless not too far behind, but they can get that still contested. Good. So we're about to continue going on. Boundless trying to contest the live wires cash out. They still have some time though, but the live wires are, the Boundless are still kind of getting ready to take on the mission. Everyone's a bit scattered and we're seeing a bit more engagement. They're trying the best as they can. Live wires down by one person, still have 2 people live left. We're hitting a hard time right now, about 4 minutes and 27 seconds left to go. And down goes the Big Splash. Big Splash only has 1 player left on the board right now. They can still contest the match. It is now 6 points, 5 to 8,000 to cash out. There will be about 14.5 over the live wires now take victories. Cash is in circulation right now. Both teams managed to get, all teams managed to get points on the board. They are now contesting. The Kingfish trying to get through, but against the live wires. The live wires are right now down in the lane, trying their best to defend as best as they can. And we have the Boundless taking advantage of the situation right now, getting ready to cash out the next box, going for 15,000 points.
Yeah, that would help them out quite a bit.
Yeah, it would. There is a lot of contestation right now. The Boundless are getting hunted by the Big Fish, the Big Splash. The Big Splash is ready right behind them. The Boundless trying to push the pace, trying to set up for the next points. About 50,000 points left to go. And he goes up in the air, ready to go straight up. He's making his way, running up the stairs as best as he could. No one's behind him, he's going to run. I don't know if I'm giving cues to the teams as I'm busy announcing play-by-plays, but
I'm not sure, but
players, please ignore my commentary if you can. As they continue playing the... this is quite a beautiful map if you think about it. Like, I do like how they handle the textures, and it's not even loading, lagging a bit. The Boundless is currently healing up, trying to get all 3 players on the board. The Kingfish is down by 1 player right now.
So
and there's a bit of... sorry, what's up?
As far as I know, if you pick up your teammate's little statue thing, that means you can revive them.
Yeah, so anyone can revive, but the cool thing that you do if you're a medium, since you have a more medium focus, just want to say the Boundless managed to put up in the box. They're ready to cash out very soon. They're about to get 12,000 points. If they do cash out and the Boundless behind them do cash out at the same time, the live wires will still be ahead. So now they're busy just doing their best to contest. It is up to the Big Fish and the Kingfish, the Big Splash and the Kingfish to contest as best as they can. They are leading, they are currently behind. Currently the Big Splash is about 7,000 in cash, with the Kingfish at 4,000 cash. And a bit of a contest. Boundless taking advantage of the situation, wiping out the Big Splash. Another wipe out for the Big Splash from the Boundless. This is quite hectic. They only have 2 people on the board, but it is a complete team wipeout. Boundless still engaging with the Kingfish. Kingfish managed to wipe it out. And that goes out 1 for the Boundless. The Boundless only has 1 player left. They are getting contested right now. They're trying to defend as best as they can. Boundless is trying to make sure. Oh, and we have the live wire setting up. I can't say what they're setting up for, because the more I say, the more they prepare for the things. Yeah. This is a bit of a tricky situation to commentate.
It is a bit of a tricky situation.
The live wires trying to make their way down. And we're going to have a bit of contention. It is light versus medium, and the Boundless wipes out the Kingfish. Complete team wipeout now. There's only 3 teams on the board. The Boundless still trying their best to catch up, but the live wire is still in the lead right now. I like the goo. It's
I
just
like the goo too. It looks interesting, and it's a good way to protect.
I do wonder from one 3D person to another, like, how long do you think it takes to just UV unwrap all of this?
I don't want to know.
I do like the textures on the gun though, but like you see like the concrete over there, that's like, I just think that's pretty cool. I just know one thing for sure, whoever did the textures did a really good job on that. Both teams are currently contesting. The Boundless is cash out. The live wire is trying to make his best, and they wipe out With 1 minute remaining, the Boundless are in second place only by, they currently are in first place, but if the cash out works out for the Live Wires, they will be first. The Live Wires are currently contesting the cash out, and it now goes to the big splash, making sure that they are well known. This time still left is about 41 seconds left, and the cash out. The big splash managing to make a huge splash on that one, only just behind the Live Wires.
The big splash and the live wires both have 21,500.
Yeah, currently the one in the lead is the Boundless, but the Boundless are just kind of contesting. They managed to take out the play from the Kingfish, so now the Big Splash and the Kingfish are out. The Live Wires are getting ready to fight against the Boundless. It is currently a two-team race right now, but the Big Splash did kind of prove a point that this is anyone's game. It just depends on what moment they have.
Yeah, unfortunately the Kingfish won't respawn in time.
No, they still got a chance. 5 seconds, not really, but seems like the Boundless have about 1 second to go, and victory goes to the Boundless. Live Wires in second place with the Kingfish and third. I can't give you the names of the winners right now, but that will be up to Rudy. Enjoy the guy. On to the next game, folks.
All right, well done to all the teams. That was a great opening to our finals tournament. Sure. Casters, were you on the edge of your seats or was I just the only one?
I do think that it's quite interesting to kind of see how the Big Splash managed to make it a very close game at the end. It is anyone's game when it usually comes to these type of games, because you do have to kind of contest to objectives. So the two teams that are defending can be like double teamed at one time, but it does give the opportunity for the other team that's not being contested to take victory with that one. So there's a lot of mental gymnastics that all teams have to account for, like positioning, which is the more premier target. But there is one thing that you have to worry about is that they might take advantage of like the lower teams and just like try and wipe them out. But how do you feel about the game?
I think the Big Splash made a really big comeback, and that is very, very good. However, the Bounders, they were just so aggressive throughout the game, and they managed to basically bully the other teams to secure their win.
Yeah, they did, but I do think now that the teams kind of have a much more better understanding of how, like, who is the person to go wipe out, they could see a lot of double teaming on the Boundless, so the Boundless do kind of have like a bounty on their head right now. So we'll see how they fare against the rest of the other teams. But back to you guys.
All right, guys, so we just got the leaderboard in, and 4 ways well done to taking the first round as a victory. All right, players. We are going to be welcoming a new team onto the stage. Ivor, will you please join me over here on the blue side? The rest of you may remain seated. You'll be staying in your previous positions. Ivor, please join me over here on the blue. Okay, get your settings sorted quickly. We can get the match underway. Alright guys, so looking at the leaderboard now, 4 Ways High did take that victory. Bryanston second place, King Edward in third, and Crawford in fourth. Ivor has now taken the next seat for round 2 to get their name on the board. Hold tight everyone, we are just going to get started really shortly, just getting settings sorted for the new team. All right, players, finish up those settings, and we're going to get started in the next minute or so. All right, guys, all players are ready. We can get this game underway. Good luck, players and casters. Take us away.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. That was a very fun match. How do you feel about the match?
I think it was a very good first game start to the tournament. It was definitely very intense, and I think some of the players were trying to figure out still how to play the game exactly. But I think now that they've got the hang of it, and all of them have got it down, that the second game could be extremely entertaining.
I do think so too. I do think because currently Crawford Fourways and Wolfschool Usman are resting. The rest of the other teams are priced and high. Fourways high, King Edwards and Iva. So it's going to be quite interesting to kind of see, right? I mean, Fourways high is currently leading the pack right now.
I believe so.
Yeah, they are. It's a home turf though right now. They are representing home with Crawford.
Oh yeah, we are in forward,
Yeah,
so
like,
it does make sense.
So it's not just a battle for like who's the best team here. It's the best high school in Fourways when it comes to finals.
It does.
Yes, it does. I can't think that right now. And we're about to begin. The balance is running with a low, medium, medium. My favorite setup because it just means ultimate heal. I also kind of realized that when I usually play games, I either play casters or things that can heal themselves. Like I am a Yi main.
I agree with that.
Oh, top Yi is a thing now. I didn't know it was a thing, but it was now. My
And
couch
it seems we're already getting some action between the Kingfish and the Boundless.
Boundless is taking first blood right now with the Kingfish. Kingfish only has 2 players currently in full health. Boundless is trying their best to kind of take the situation. I thought I was correct with the cash out method, but it does seem like it's not your traditional cash out because it is a bit more structured out. It is like slower paced ones. I'm just more used to 3v3v3. It's very rare for me to play a 4v3 because like it's very hard to maintain like a level of concentration when you have to worry about 9 different enemies.
Yeah, I understand that.
Now imagine doing that on a solo queue and trying to coordinate with the team. It's a lot of action happening in the plaza right now. I have no idea what's going on. Both teams are rushing it. It does seem like there's a lot of spirit in the thing. Boundless currently on 2,000 points with the live wires with 1,000. Kingfish at 0 and I forgot the name of the orange team, but the orange team is in third right now. This does kind of seem like a bit of a repeat of what's going on, but it does seem the live wires are taking advantage. They managed to start the cash out process, getting about 3,000 points, 3,000 cash on them, going ready for another 8,000. Currently on defensive play, getting ready at the hospital wing. Setting up a trap for the upcoming teams. It does seem like the live wires are running as best as they can, setting up for the next one. But the big splash, I keep Splash and Fish are too close to each other.
Oh, I completely understand that. But it seems like the live wires are in the lead for now. But if they don't manage to cash out, the Boundless will be tied with them.
They will be, but the Big Splash lost opportunity. They still have 2 players on the board right now. Kingfish managing to get 2 more players on the board. They're just waiting for about 50 more seconds for the next player to come through to contest. The Big Splash manages to cash out. They are ready to make themselves known right now.
They're definitely ready to put themselves on that leaderboard.
It's a bit of a slow game. Oh, that's a nice engage booster with that one. And down goes the Big Splash. That one is trying to slice it. Another goes down from Big Splash. They are contesting. Oh, and then the Boundless were just ready. I mean, the Kingfish were ready in the wings just to wipe out the what's left remaining. And another one goes down straight forward. Both the Boundless and the Live Wires are still alive. They're trying to take advantage of the situation now, cashing out as best they could. And it's a Big Fish almost for the full wipeout, trying to survive as best as they can. Boundless up with 2, ready to heal, and it's about a couple seconds left. That's the healing cost is pretty cool, so they kind of nerfed it a bit. So it used to be a very immediate thing, but now after that you just have to wait a couple seconds for that to come back. I do think the life loss is a bit overpowered, but there's a couple of guys at work that do contest that it's not, but I just say I have to get good, I guess.
From when I played, the light class was very overpowered, but I was a medium player.
I see.
I liked being able to heal people. I think that is an extremely great game mechanic to have, that you can heal people instead of constantly having to shoot people.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like there's much healing in this one, just a lot of aggressive attacking from the team. And with the Big Splash trying to take advantage of the situation, trying to get the thing by getting wiped out before they could even claim the cash out. It does seem like it's outside of the positions of the Kingfish and the Big Splash. It does seem like it's going to be a slight repeat of the previous match with the with the Live Wires in second place. There's a lot of sorry guys, we experienced a bit of packet loss here. It is kind of a normal thing to experience. This game is hosted overseas right now. They do not have South African service, but maybe after they see a tournament like this, they might want to give us a try, you know?
Yeah, hopefully. That would be great. I feel a lot more games deserve South African servers.
I do think so, but at the same time, like, because of like the nature of everything split out, there's not enough people to play one game. And the Big Fish trying to take the vault, but they do get wiped out by the Live Wire. Oh, and he's just there ready to win. I don't think I consider that camping, but complete wipeout for the Kingfish and the Big Splash right there. The Boundless ready, getting ready for that heal. The Live Wire is still on their side of the pitch, trying to get to the next vault.
Currently, Boundless is in the lead with 16,000, and then Livewires following not too far behind with 12,000.
The Kingfish is on currently, the Big Splash is currently on 3,000 with the Big. It seems like the same words. I don't think you should have the sentence the Big Kingfish, the Big Splash Fish, and the Big Kingfish at the same sentence. It's a bit of a tongue tie there. We're getting ready to set up the Live Wires, throwing at the box with that one, managed to get it set through. Oh, that's a nice, I can't spoil that one. It's going to be a nice surprise for anyone who's trying to contest the Live Wires thing. Live Wires getting attacked on. Do they make it out? And the Kingfish managing to wipe out one player from the Live Wires. Currently it's going off to 2, they get contested, and it's a near wipe for the Live Wires. It's going to be about almost through there. 2 players down, trying to best to survive as best he can. He's on low life right now. They still have control of the cash out right now. It's going for up to 12,000 points. Just 1 second. I'm still alive, don't worry folks, it's just a long day that they had yesterday. And we're moving on forward. Live Wire is still ahead with 16,000 points. Unless you count that the Boundless technically are ahead with 17,500. But if the Live Wires manage to cash out, they will be ahead with about 28,500 points. The Big Splash is not making an appearance right now, but we were proven wrong last time. They did tie for second place.
Yeah, they did in the end pull themselves back into the game.
Yeah, but it does seem like Kingfish is trying to get more points on the board. Everybody's running up, getting ready to cash out on. It looks like they're going to be heading out to Vault C right now.
I have to say, Boundless and the Live Wires definitely seem to be dominating these games.
It does, but I do wonder if they're just accepting the fact that like maybe they're not willing to attack each other. They're like, okay, the Boundless will go this way, the Live Wires will go this way, and it's up to the Kingfish and the Big Splash to decide which one they go to. It does seem like maybe they should like contest one, but then if you contest one, the other one's kind of in the lead. But they do have opportunity to look at the screen right now. The one who's going to cash out the fastest is the Live Wires. Kingfish is behind.
And the
that's a
Live
nice
Wires and the Big Splash seem to be having a bit of an altercation in the building they're in.
I guess they're ready to fight each other right now. It's going quite hectic. There's a lot of explosions going on. It does seem like the Kingfish was trying to take advantage of the situation, but they do not get to cash out the vault. I mean, intercept the vault. The vault is currently on the ground. I do like the one thing about this game that no matter where the vault is, it doesn't matter because you can blow up the ground beneath it, and then it just becomes a more dynamic thing. The Boundless currently trying to take the Boundless trying to take the live wires vault. Do they manage to hit it? And they cash out with the live wires, getting up to 30,000 with the Boundless only about 12,000. I mean, sorry, 7,500 points behind. This is a lot of math. I didn't expect to be doing this one.
No, this is definitely maths, and I wasn't the best at maths in high school.
But we managed to get this far, right?
Yeah. So it does seem that the Boundless would be in the lead if they manage to get this 12,000 cash out. Otherwise, the live wires would be in first.
The live wires still do have an opportunity to cash out, though. I mean, to intercept the Boundless cash out. They're just healing up right now, setting up for a trap. They do running the heal. Hey, they finally got a proper healer now. Oh, they got 2 healers. Great. We're not going to see a lot of APSs on this one.
No.
Oh, we do actually. The Kingfish does have one APS player. Well, all the teams that are currently contesting right now, they're trying their best to cash out, and Boundless is cash.
Seems the live wires are playing rather aggressively this game.
Yeah, they're getting ready to set up for the next cash out. I think they just gave up with the Boundless, trying to catch up with the Boundless and trying to move forward with that. It does seem the Boundless is defending as best as they can, trying to make sure they still stay in the lead with that victory. The live wires trying to set up for the next vault. Nice cash out. Boundless is up by $35,000 with the live wires 32, but they are currently in the contention to set up for the next cash out.
And
There's about 1 minute left.
left.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Boundless is currently contesting against the Kingfish, defending as best as they can. It does seem like it's a bit of a race between the Boundless and the live wires, and the Big Splash and the Kingfish are in the way of that. Oh, we finally see a nice...
Oh, and the live wire could get very far ahead with that 18,000 cash out.
Yeah, with about 40 seconds left plus 1 minute, they do have, anyone can take advantage of the situation. It's a very long way until the cash out happens. So if no one manages to get the cash out, it does go automatically to the live wires, but the Boundless still has something to say. They're currently ready to contest as they can. They're going to about 6, about 22 meters away. All the teams are turning straight through. The Big Fish are not performing as they did before, but they still have an opportunity. There's many rounds left to go. The Kingfish definitely stepping it up a bit more, getting more points on the board. And it goes wipe out. The Big Splash only has 1 person on the board right now. The Kingfish only have 2. Boundless only has 1 person, but they're not contesting. I mean, they're not defending right now. It's up to the live wires to keep the points onto their side. The cash out is almost halfway there, but they only have 1 minute left. It does seem like anyone can. The only person that can really take this game, it is a race between the Boundless and the live wires right now. They can still kind of drag out the game as best as they can. Maybe for the Kingfish or the Big Splash, get a few more points, get up. I do believe the first place gets 4 points, second place gets 3 points, followed by third getting 2, and then fourth getting 1.
Unfortunately, it does seem that the Boundless are all waiting to respawn right now.
Yeah, it does seem like that, but they still have an opportunity. They have about 26 seconds left. The cash out's not there yet. So it seems like the live wires are going to take this one in case. Oh, and that's a nice wipe out. They tried their best to steal that one, but the live wires are ready. The live wires are getting tested by the Kingfish. And just sending things straight in the arms of the Kingfish. Can the Kingfish take that away and get them, keep their lead ahead of the Big Splash? There's a lot going on right now. I do like the maps when they're a bit more dynamic. It's about 36,000 points left. That's a huge cash out. And the live wires take that with a massive spend with $79,000.
That was a crazy game.
It does. I do think both teams have to kind of reconfigure their strategy. Maybe it might be the 2 bottom teams trying to work together. I'm not going to give out any help and advice right now because it would be unfair.
I think let's let the teams decide how they want to play.
I think they'll figure it out. They still got a lot of rounds to go, but it is this time the live wires. With the advantage, they take victory with this one. With the Boundless coming in at 2nd place, Kingfish in 3rd, and the Big Splash at 4th. So it does seem like a lot of changing. Who was 1st is now 2nd. Who was 2nd is now 1st.
Yeah,
and
it's changed around quite a bit.
They just inverted their positions.
Yes.
Back to you, the casters.
All right, sure. That was quite an intensive match. Ivor joining the fight for the round 2. Right, we're just waiting for the brackets to come up. right, guys. So Bryanston took first place there. Fourways in second, Ivor third, and King Edwards in fourth place. It's getting really hot here. Bryanston and Fourways now tied for first. And we're going to be looking at game number 3 coming up. Bryanston, stay where you are. King Edwards, would you please join me on the left on my red? Okay, so Crawford Fourways, please come join me in the front here of blue. And Hoerskool Roosevelt, come join me in the back side of the blue team over here, please. Alright players, get your settings sorted. If you haven't made these PCs just yet, try and get them up and running quickly. Alright players, get those settings up and running quickly, change your loadouts. Your league masters will be coming around in a moment.
Hey, Kiara, how you feel about the game so far?
Ooh, it's been intense. But you know what? Now we have Horseman on the scene, so you know I'm ready to keep seeing the leaderboard shaking up a little bit.
I could not hear that, I'll be honest, but I do think you said something very positive, a bit more positive than I've been feeling right now.
Basically, I saw checking. You hear me now over there, Pacific?
I can hear you a bit better now.
Okay, good. Now I just said I'm looking forward to seeing the leaderboard shaking up a bit.
Sorry? Oh, I just wanted to say hi, but like, welcome everybody again. Remember, stay hydrated. It is still quite warm. It's not. Can't tell the temperature right now because we have a fan in this lovely setup we have right now. But remember, stay hydrated, guys. We're about to begin soon. I'll just head it back to Kiara.
things sorted for the last little bit before we get started. All right, guys, all players are now ready. We can get this game underway. Good luck, teams, and casters, take us away.
Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Game 3. We're just going to announce the teams for you. It is Bryson High, King Edwards, Crawford Fourways, and Worskool Oersmoort. I think I said that right. Afrikaans not my strong suit. How would you say it?
Worskool Oersmoort? Afrikaans is not my best either.
Yes, but we do appreciate all the schools that come through. We're about to begin now soon, folks. It's going to be in Kyoto, or Kyo, if you're from there, but also I am a weeb, so that means a lot to me.
I did not know there was a specific way to pronounce it.
No, so from anime I'm referencing, a lot of people call it Kyo, but I guess it's like calling Johannesburg Josie.
Oh, okay.
Also, I just realized that if you rearrange the letters, you can spell Tokyo.
That is actually something I've never realized.
Yeah, it's Kyoto.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's just one of those. So, just wanted to let you know that the resting right now is Fourways and Ivor. So, from the current leaders, it is. Yeah, Bryson is doing quite well right now. They are currently the leaders in this group. And we're about to begin in the lovely gardens of Kyoto. That is it is one of the most beautiful parts of like anywhere you can go in Japan because it has a lot of more history. It used to be one of the capitals, I believe.
Oh, those jump pads look so fun.
Yes, just like I was about to say something, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say that anymore. But like the architecture is so beautiful in this map. All teams running to the center, going to Vault 1. Currently the live wire is currently in the running for the vault, but they're getting attacked right now. Contested getting wiped out by the Boundless. Boundless is doing his very good job right now, trying to heal as best as they can, but Boundless is getting wiped out for a second person right now. There's only about one person left.
Also lost someone to the live wires.
Yeah, they are. Just a friendly reminder, folks, the teams are cycling out, so the Boundless might not be the Boundless, the live wires not them, and the Big Fish and the Kingfish could be swapping too, so don't bet on the team that you would. I'm not saying you should bet, but if you do, don't bet on them because they will be swapping out with different teams. The teams are contesting quite well right now, so the Boundless is trying his best, gets wiped out by the live wires, but it does seem like the energy of the wires is considering they're doing quite well, managed to get the revive there. They do have a good team set up right now with a double healer and a giant, or a heavy, that some people call.
interactions between the Boundless and the Livewires. Boundless getting wiped out by Livewires. One E1 pressing left right now. Livewires going ham right now, going on another kill. They're going for a 3, and they just managed to get 2 kills straight up from the Boundless. And the Big Fish, the Kingfish, loses a player right now. They're trying their best to contest the Big Splash, only with 1 player on the board right now.
I think it's interesting if you look at the team compositions. We've got the Boundless with a medium, a heavy, and a light.
Yep.
Livewires have 2 mediums and a heavy.
Yep.
The Big Splash have 2 mediums and a light. Meanwhile, the Kingfish are all mediums.
Yeah, that's actually a really good observation right there. I guess everyone's... Personally, I prefer playing medium because it does feel like the most fun in the game because it's like
You've got a balance. It's
Yeah.
a bit of everything.
It does. But the one thing I can say, all light players, I loathe you because you're very hard to keep track of. Like when they go invisible, they have kunais they can just throw and they can just get you out. So like anyone who's a light main, quite difficult to go against. I do love the destruction of this game with grid physics. The Boundless are trying to contest as best they can, but the Livewires are currently cashing out with the Boundless. Oh, hey, it's the Kingfish currently on the board right now with 8,000 on the cash out, with 8,000 on the cash out for the Livewires. Livewires still in the lead right now with 7,000 points in total. Both teams are cashing out as best as they can. There's a lot of interception right now, and it is another Boundless survival game for the Kingfish, losing 1 player right now, and also the Big Splash also by 1.
If you look at the point distribution, it seems Livewires is in the lead. The Kingfish has actually made it up there into second. The Big Splash is in third. And the Boundless, who were actually quite high up last game, are in 4th place this game.
Yeah, they could be the same team that was playing before, but it also could be a new team, so we can't really put any history to any of the teams because there's always a revolving door. It's just a colorful tapestry of different people just playing, and there's a lot of positives from my microphone, so sorry about that one, folks. They're currently setting up the traps. I do love that skin though. That it's just like the. It feels like if Baymax just decides to go metal.
Yeah, that's actually so cool.
It's really cute. A lot of the teams are currently running, both teams, the Livewires and the Big Splash, currently running their points. Big Splash a bit closer to, the Livewires a bit more closer to cashing out than the Big Splash. Right? Oh, cash out by the Big Splash, currently in the lead by 11,000 points, but that can be cut short by the Livewires if they manage to keep the vault safe as best as they can. This is a lot of tracking to do. There's like 4 teams on there, 12 players. This is a new thing for us right now, but it is quite enjoyable. A lot of action going on the screen. We did play other games, but we wanted to give this one an opportunity because we want to like keep the games much like the teams revolving, trying to give a new experience to all the teams. This is one of the more funner games in my opinion because it's much easier to track, especially for the parents. Because previous ones, whenever they start cracking 90s, you can't keep track at all. This is a very clear one. You can kind of see who's up, who's not, how the points are going. Quite a good game for a bit of the older folk. What I mean older folk, anyone above 18.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah, I got in trouble last time for saying 30 was old. Yeah. I'm 3 years away from 30 also, so... No, 3 years away. I'm 3 years away. With the Livewires ahead by 16,500, all teams are getting ready. It looks like they're contesting to get the cash box at the 4th load-in, but it does seem like the Boundless do have the 3rd one. It does seem like the Boundless is getting ready to cash in right now, but we are going to wait a bit. About 4 minutes left to go. How do you feel about this map in general?
The map is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. I have to say though, this game does seem a little slower paced than the previous game, but as you said, it could be different teams rotating.
Yeah, but I do also think that this game has less clear paths because like there's a lot of nooks and crannies that you can go through. You can go through to the side of the buildings. You have like four levels of towers, which just adds a new dynamic because it's not just like vertical, because you also have like the ground in between you too, so it does add a bit more. So there's a lot more traversing in terms of terrain. Even check here, they're going up a hill.
I mean, maybe they're just like us and admiring the beautiful map.
You're admiring it all the time. It does seem like the Boundless managed to cash out. They are currently on the board. They're trying to get up against the Livewires. If they do manage to keep this cash out, they'll be neck and neck with the Livewires. But the Livewires do have opportunities to get the next ball.
It seems like the Boundless is wanting to cash out. However, the Big Splash is definitely contesting for this cash out.
Yeah, it's a very neck and neck game right now. The Kingfish not too far behind. If they manage to steal this one, they can also enter not necessarily the lead, but they will be seconds to the Boundless if they do cash out right now. I mean, if they do get the cash out.
The good contest, good defensive play by the Boundless. They are about one man down, but they're trying to miss, or one person down.
And the live wires are still in the lead.
The light player from the Boundless is doing heavy work right now, managing to keep our live for the entire team to return. They're setting up the APS, defending the turn as best they can. It does seem like it is going to go to the Boundless in this one because they are taking advantage of the situation. Live Wire setting up for the next cash out. They do have an opportunity with the Boundless if they manage to get this one. Go over to take the contest the Live Wires, and it'll be a situation that becomes a kind of a 3v1, and then Boundless has a lot to work. I mean, the Live Wires will have a lot of work to contest for that one.
Boundless is definitely holding that cash out strong. However, the Kingfish definitely looks like they want to contest that. They want that cash out for themselves.
They definitely do. They are a bit of a deficit right now. They're currently in fourth, but that does not mean anything when it comes to this game because it's about the money.
If they were able to secure that cash out, that would be definitely a good opportunity for them.
Yeah.
However, I see that the Big Splash has now moved its position.
Sorry?
The Big Splash has now moved in to try and secure that cash out.
They are currently, they're about almost grabbing it right now. Wow, the Big Splash managed to get the cash out. They're currently all second place, but if they manage to cash this out, they will be first, and then they can go contest against the Live Wires. Cash out. Live Wires, I said Live Hours. Live Wires trying to play it a bit more safe on the defensive side. They do know that they are worried a bit. Cash out by the Big Splash. Now everyone's going to be focusing on the Live Wires. Live Wires does have a chance to get advantage, but they only have less than quarter of the time left. All teams currently rushing to contest as best as they can. Live Wires doing a good job with the defensive play, setting up some goo, just keep the delay going on. I can't call out positions because I don't want to let people. Oh, and we have a satellite strike from the air, wipes out the building right in front of everybody else.
I've got to say, I do love the destruction in this game, that you can destroy so much of the terrain.
The one thing I'm just trying to figure out, like when we do physics sims and we do like breakdowns, how do they do this in real time? Like, they have very good engineers on their side. And a complete cash out by the Live Wires, keeping them still in the lead. With the the Big Splash, only up in second, but there's still opportunity. There's about 31 seconds to go. I don't know if anyone can cash out the vault, but it does seem like there's still a good opportunity for the Boundless and the Kingfish to go against each other because they are still fighting for points. Remember, this is a seeding game. After this, top 4 teams go out to the World Tour, which then will be the actual finals. So every point does count for this one.
No, it definitely does. It's interesting how you can see here that there's 2 teams with above 20,000 at least, and then the other 2 seem to be below it. However, it does seem that if the Kingfish manage to secure this cash out, that could put them very much so up on that leaderboard.
Yeah, if they do manage to secure this cash out, they will become second. But the Big Splash does have an opportunity to still contest that. They can still get more points from doing just more kills. And the Boundless is trying the best to stand. The Heavy is trying to get away, managed to survive. Opening up the 6th vault. I don't know if it's the best idea to focus on that. I do think it would be a much better idea to go contest against the Big Splashes, the Kingfish's vault. But right now the Live Wires do have a good leeway right now. They are ahead. No matter what the playout does seem like they are taking first, so now we're battling for 3rd and 2nd position. A lot of action happening right now. The Big Splash, the Kingfish trying to best his and they wipe out another team player. Boundless completely wiped out. Currently 4th on the board with only 10,000 cash. The Kingfish is currently 2nd on the board. If they do cash out, it seems like they can. Are they ready? And it's about to be. And the Kingfish take advantage of the situation, managing to hit 2nd place with the Live Wires in 1st. That was a very busy game.
The game started off slow, I can't help but feel. However, the intensity definitely ramped up towards the end, with each team competing, wanting to secure those cash outs for themselves.
Does seem quite well, and we're going to just go back to our casters. Take it away. This game is pretty intense. We do have a lot going on right now. In total, the team with the highest elimination is the Live Wires, racking up so many points. And if you pay attention to the board right now, there's a lot of support scores. I do think that if you focus on support a lot more, you do have a better chance of winning. But I'm a bit biased in that notion.
Yeah, you have to agree with that because if you look at the live wires, they have the highest support scores in the game, and
Yeah.
they were the one that came first.
And the Kingfish doing a great job on the objective side, just slightly behind, but that is a kind of a coin toss. It does depend on you because it depends on when you set up your vault, because if you set it at the exact same time as the opposing team, you kind of lose the opportunity to take advantage and then try and steal away their vault. So either you delay or you just kind of have to think about how you want to do the positioning with that one.
No, I definitely agree.
Yeah. And back to the casters with that one.
All right, that was quite the matchup. First place going to Bryanston, second to Earthsmith. All right, guys, so we are going to call out Crawford. Please join us on the red side instead. All right. Ivor, please can you join me over here on the blue side? Everyone else, please stay where you are. Okay, so Bryanston, you guys are leading with 11 points at the moment. Four is high in second place. King Herbert in third. Crawford and Osmo currently tied for fourth place, and Ivor currently in fifth. So there's a lot of time to shake up this leaderboard. All the schools are going to have an equal chance to play and earn their points. Alright guys, so as we're heading into round 4, we are past the halfway point in the rounds. I want to let everyone know that the winner of this tournament will be versing the RGB team. Alright players, make sure your settings are still sorted, that you're happy with everything. Get it up and running quickly. This will be Ivor's second attempt at playing. They're going to get some good points for this one. All the teams have had a good chance to warm up. All right, teams, get those settings sorted quickly. You know what to do.
And welcome back, folks. We just wanted to say we had an actual conversation about this game. They unintentionally built the best LAN game that wasn't a LAN game.
Yeah, I can't help but agree with that.
Because like they naturally, like if you have 12, I mean if anyone has 12 friends, that's a lot of friends to have. But if you have more than 9 friends, you can have a very fun time with this tournament. Just to keep you guys posted, currently, Bryson High is leading the charge with 11 points with 4 A's. High, not for lack of trying, currently in second place. They are currently on rest right now. With King Edwards going up with about 4 points in third position. Crawford currently in fourth with about 3 points to their names. Oscar Osman is in fifth, but because they were resting for 2 matches, they are going to be playing the rest of them, so we can see how that plays out. But it does seem like it's a great opportunity. Ivor currently getting on the board with 2 points, but they only got to play 1 match out of the 3 that are currently that didn't get to play. So it is still anyone's game in this one because we still have about 3 more matches after this one to go. And we're about to begin. Back to you. How you feel?
I'm feeling good. I think this is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see which team is going to do what, who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, this is quite interesting to see. Currently the match is set up with Bryanston High, Crawford Fourways, Ivor, and Worspool Worsmont. Hopefully I said that right this time. And they're about to start contesting with the Live Warriors setting up for the first vault.
The Live Wires and the Kingfish seem to be leading with 1,000 points each.
Yeah, they're doing quite well with the big splash, not too far behind with 500 points, but we do know that the only thing that makes a difference is when there's a very close match that the more smaller points that go. And with a nice combination there with the light medium hill, the Live Wires are pushing the pace with that one. Kingfish currently in possession with the box with the Live Wires too. It does seem like whoever's in charge with the Live Wires is kind of like more primed to like do quite well.
Yeah, it does seem so.
The big splash with a complete wipeout, only 17 seconds until they can start contesting. All teams are rushing to the spots they can, with the Live Wires going in the opposite direction of the big Kingfish.
Oh, and it seems like the Live Wires is gaining ground on Kingfish.
In a rare opportunity, folks, both teams are contesting for the same one. Live Wires currently caught with their situation. The Kingfish currently cashing out with Live Wires, just running up. I'm trying to figure out the strategy right now, running up with the box. I don't think you can use it on the 2. Kingfish defending as best they can with the Live Wires right underneath them. No one has cashed out the second box yet, so it is anyone's box to cash out. Hopefully both teams take advantage of the situation, but we will see how that plays out. The Live Wires trying their best to... Oh, they managed to move to the second one. With the Kingfish currently defending as best they can, playing the long game, up in the sky, trying to shoot down as best as they can with the Boundless, almost getting wiped out by the Kingfish.
And the Boundless just wiped out the big splash.
Oh, wow. All teams are all teams are kind of pushing the pace, but it does seem like the game is in the favor with the Kingfish. With the Live Wires not too far behind. First cash out is about to start. It does seem like they haven't gotten the second cash out box with the Live Wires. Still in possession with that. They do have the opportunity to set up for the next one, which does offset the time limit, so it does give the Big Fish an opportunity to take advantage and go against the Live Wires with if they do manage to get the cash out.
This game seems to be a lot more action heavy already now in the beginning. If we notice the game before this on this same map was very calm almost in the beginning.
Yeah, very tranquil type game. But it does seem like it does also feel like there's a lot more going on. It's still similar compositions. You got two heavies, two mediums, 1 heavy, 2 heavies, 1 light. 2 mediums, 1 light, heavy, medium, and a light, and we have an entire squad of mediums, just like the previous game before. There's a lot of parity with this one.
I mean, the entire squad of mediums didn't do bad for them. They did quite well.
Yeah, they did quite well. I do think they might have been the previous Kingfish. I'm not too sure about that, but we'll find out soon. And pure total collapse right there. And with the current cash out being in favor of the Big Fish, the Kingfish with the big splash, not too far behind, but only 500 points. But currently Live Wires is ahead, but they are going to have to be a bit more defensive minded after this one because the cash out is in favor of the Kingfish. If the Kingfish does catch this one out, they'll be ahead by 12,000 points. With the Live Wires currently in second, and they do manage to get that. Our whole focus is on the Live Wires cash out.
The Livewires seems to really be defending that cash out.
They are defending as best as they can. They do have a kind of like a very interesting situation now because they are building a kind of a trifecta of healing, although it's not really trifecta. There's only 2 healers and heavy. But it is quite interesting to see they are outlasting the teams a bit more longer, but that was a bit too short to be lived. With the Livewires completely getting wiped out, they are currently contesting with the... I would like to say that is the Livewire still in control. Yeah, Livewire still in control of the fish. But they're now getting contested by the Big Splash. Big Splash has an opportunity to clinch this one, making them currently in the top 2 position. They're currently on 3,000, ready to finally get about an 8,000. Then if they manage to get this cash out, they're about up by 11,000, which still will make them behind the Big Splash, the Kingfish, but it's still quite a good position to be. They still have another opportunities. There are about 4 minutes, 34 seconds left. A lot of fire in this one. It would be cool if the bamboo could catch fire, but also we shouldn't promote burning trees because trees are life.
That would be cool. It would be an interesting game mechanic, but that might have been a bit too complicated.
I speak on correction because I'm not sure if bamboo is the trees because I also started looking at it. They look like sugarcane, like really tall sugarcane.
I've got no clue.
Fair point.
I'm just watching people shoot each other.
I'm enjoying this one too. The Big Splash currently about to clinch up as best as they can. They are being contested, but it does seem like they are in favor of taking the 8,000, putting them in 2nd place with the Kingfish going, setting up the next ball. We're able to cash out, and it's up to the Kingfish to defend as best as they can because the Big Splash has to cash out, making them in 2nd position. They still have a lot of time, so the Kingfish has to be on best behavior right now, trying to defend as best as they could, contesting by the Livewire as best as they could.
The Kingfish is really looking for that 12,000 cash out.
They are primed for that.
They are ready.
They are ready. They are ready, but they have to defend quite well because all teams are currently focusing on them. They are setting up right nicely, setting up the goo, making sure that all spaces are covered. They're currently trying to take advantage of the highest ground that they have. All teams have to storm the castle, which is the Kingfish's domain right now. Kingfish taking advantage of the situation, trying to aim his best, not managing to slip the heavy. That's the one thing about the heavy. He's just a sponge. He just loves taking on bullets.
Yeah, it is insanely annoying.
But that is what the class is. He can't hit as hard, but he can take the punches. Light can hit quite hard, but they're quite squishy. And medium is in between, but I do think you have to be a bit more skillful as medium because you do have a situation where either you can't hit as hard or you can't get taking as many hits as the other team goes. And we're having fire with the goo. That is a very interesting thing to see.
As well as with the mediums, you have to find the balance between damage and being able to heal your teammates.
Yeah, you do. Because sometimes you can take medium and you can take a more assertive or assaultive one, but your teammates can be a bit lacking in terms of the healing department, so then they kind of left out to try as much as they can. The Big Fish doing a great job with the 2-man squad, defending as best as they can. They're just setting up the glues as best they could. This is a good situation they are in right now, but the purple, the Big Splash is kind of making themselves known right now. They are trying to contest for the 12,000, trying to get themselves or separate themselves in, trying to get to about 27,500 points. But it does seem like the Kingfish might take advantage of the situation, but I could be wrong because it does seem like the Big Splash is ready to take points from away from the Livewires. Oh, we haven't said much about the Livewires lately.
The Livewires want that cash out. That would put them in the lead if they were able to get it.
Yeah, no,
and it does seem like they might be able to.
Oh no, they would be 2nd because currently the the Kingfish is 1st because they have 17,000. But they did cash out.
Oh, they got the cash out and they're
sorry, my bad, my math. I will not question you with your math. You have better math skills than
No, we should both question each other's math. We could both be wrong just as easy.
The math is not mathing today, folks, but the money is raining down. And a meteor from the sky. That is a beautiful thing to see. Japan is currently being attacked by I wasn't to say kaichus, but it's more of a Transformers reference right now. You know, remember when Optimus and the group just kind of came in from the sky and randomly caused havoc? That must have been a very scary day if you were living in that world.
And it seems like the Big Splash and the Livewires are quite close to each other. Do you think there's a possibility we'll see a bit of a fight there?
Yeah, currently it is a three-person race right now because it can go to the Big Splash, it can go to the Kingfish, and there's enough time for the Boundless to try and take a situation where they can try and contest for 2nd and 3rd place. And we just got our first cash out. Start with the first cash. No. They're still contesting to get to the first cash out. We have about 56 seconds left. If nothing changes in the situation, Livewires will be 1st place, followed by the Kingfish, and then the Big Splash. But it's still anyone's game with this one. The separation between the Big Splash and the Kingfish is about 2,000 points, so they can't get that by getting squad wipes. So the difference is a bit intense right there. if they do set it up, they do get a 1 minute plus activation right there to get past that. So they did manage to set it up with the live wires, extending the game by 1 minute and 30 seconds. So the game can go to anyone. They do have a chance to contest as best as they can. Live wires doing the best to defend themselves. It does seem like they're trying to set up another vault on the outside, not taking advantage of the situations back there, but we'll see how this plays out. Both teams are currently running to the center with the big splash, currently cashing out as best as they can, not being followed behind by the Boundless. Boundless trying to get enough points to clinch for second or third place right now.
It's quite close, this game.
It is quite close. If the Boundless manage to contest or receive the big splashes cash out, they do separate themselves and manage to clinch third place. But if not, it does remain to the Kingfish. Oh, that's a nice defensive circle there. There's a lot of goo in this one.
Yeah, it's an interesting use, and I think it's been quite effective throughout this game.
Yeah, they have. The Boundless trying to take contestants out, and it does seem like a bit of a futile effort right there. They only have one player left, and let's see how far this goes. The live, oh man, the live wires managed to wipe, complete team wipe out of the Boundless. Both teams are already through. There's about 28 seconds left. It does seem like the live wires are in the lead right now, but the the big splash does have opportunity to clinch if the cash out manage to run out just before the time actually does. There's about 16 seconds left. It is a neck and neck race right now, but it does seem like the live wires are in a very good cushy position. Everyone kind of contesting the big splashes vault right now. There's about 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Live wires managed to cash out. Oh, that was so cash out. That was so close.
That was extremely close, putting them at only 4,500.
Yeah, just a quick separation. It does seem like whoever's top 2 is the kind of name of the game, but we will be continuing on with the next round. Back to our casters.
Wow, that was quite an intense game. Well done, Bryson, for taking first place. Right. So the big splash. Well done, guys. For second place, which is Ivor. Guys are making your points up. Don't worry, everyone will get an equal chance to play their matches. But for now, let's start moving over to round number 5. Bryson, you may leave your seats for the first time. Right, so, King Edwards, you're going to be joining me on the first section here on the red side. 4 is high, please come join me over here on the red, or the upper red part. Ivor, you stay where you are. Okay, and Osmo, you guys are staying where you are. Guys, please change over quickly so we can get these settings up and running. Alright, get the settings sorted quickly, guys. Alright guys, and while the players are getting sorted, I have a beautiful E-Tech mouse pad to give away. Is the crowd ready to get some free stuff? There we go, that's the energy I like to hear. So guys, we're going to do the E-Tech chant. Do you guys know it? When I say Eve, you say? Alright, so guys, the player who makes the most noise is going to get this mouse pad. Anyone in the crowd can participate. And I'm going to ask Andre to come be my judge. Alright guys, so, Eve! One more, Eve! Do you want another one? Okay, Eve! Man with the red shirt, you can come on up. Well done, you got your free mouse pad. Don't forget to go take your photo by the E-Tech banners over there. All right, there's going to be more stuff, guys, so don't go anywhere. I'm loving the energy from the crowd today. It's amazing. right, guys, all players are now ready. We can get round 5 underway. Players, good luck. Casters, take us away.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Sorry about that. That was a bit of a me problem right there. But we're about to start really soon. Just want to set up one thing, and that's back on to me. We have a lovely game for you guys folks today. It's going to be quite interesting. Just remember, a friendly reminder, please drink your water. It's very important. Dehydration is a very serious thing, guys. I can't give you the list right now, but I will get it soon. Just waiting for the people to hand it over to me. But we are going to Seoul. So we went from Japan all the way to Seoul, South Korea. Quite interesting. It seems like we're doing a world tour right now. We have the Boundless running with a heavy, light, and medium. A very balanced way to play the game right now, but I do think it's a bit more balanced when you have two mediums. They're running heal, sprint, and running through the wall. Nice. We're about to begin in the next 2 seconds. We have the Kingfish versus the Livewires versus the Big Splash, and finally the Boundless. And we're about to begin with this one, and let's take it over. Welcome to sunny Seoul, or actually it's a bit cloudy right now. We kind of wish it was a bit cloudy for all of us right now. Ooh, that's so pretty. A bit more industrial than Kyoto, to be honest. Both teams are rushing to the next vault. They are signaling to begin the case. Not much going on, but we do see that the Livewires did start up with the first cash out. I mean, the first process of getting the box to begin the cash out. And boom goes Dynamite with the ABS set is down on the middle. Both teams are protesting. There's a lot of fight going on right now. Livewires managed to survive as best they can, but they get completely... managed to survive a bit more longer. The Livewires, I thought they got completely wiped out there. But the Boundless and the Livewires contesting each other. Both teams are currently out. We're going to get a full wipe out yet? No. The Big Splash currently in the lead in terms of just surviving as best as they can. With the Big Fish currently with $2,000, making them first place right now while they're waiting for the vault to begin starting. Both teams are running as best as they can, and it seems like that everyone's just resetting currently. No action happening right now with the Big Fish currently running, and we start now with a full team wipe with the Boundless having to wait another 24 seconds, but they do lose the box. Don't worry, the box will return in a couple seconds, and up it goes. They managed to catch it with the the Big Splash managed to take the box, running straight up to the next cash out point with a full wipeout by the Boundless. Boundless having a bit of a struggle this round. But they still have time to catch up. They just have to take advantage of the situation that they put in place. Remember, guys, it doesn't have to be a fair fight. You just have to wait for the first team to go in, let them kill them, and then you just clean up afterwards. And that's how you can handle victory in most of these situations. And both teams are set up with the cash out. It is the Big Fish and the Kingfish with the Big Splash. Every time I keep associating fish with splash, because fish are always in the water. There is a good contest right now. About 8,000 both teams. If they do clear, if both teams do manage to keep their cash out, they will both be in the lead for first and second position with the Kingfish in first and the Big Splash in second. Both teams are being pushed on space right now. The Livewires trying its best to contest as much as they can against the Kingfish's box right now. As we see a lot of shooting, there is a lot of development right now going on with the Livewires managing to take out the Kingfish. Well, literally leaving one player right there. Trying to take the situation straight through. Survive as best they can. Do they wipe it? Do they get advantage? They manage to run away, manage to survive another day. They need to outlast for another couple seconds just so they can get a bit of help. Currently, the Livewires have about another player waiting, about 9 seconds left, but they are ready to heal. It's a lot of contestants, a lot more action in this one, a lot more in the junction sector, there's a lot more action going on, and it's another wipe for the Livewires. Livewires managed to survive, now contesting now healing as best as they can. The points are in the lead with the Kingfish, currently about 1,500 ahead. I keep wanting to say rands because I live in SA, but it is currently dollars. The Big Splash now switching positions, currently ahead with 4,005, and it's another switch again with the Livewires being now 4,005. Both teams are neck and neck. If they manage to keep control of the situation right now, both teams will be in the lead tied for first and second. But remember, it's about who gets the money first. Who gets money lost becomes first. And with a nice heal right there. The Boundless completely wiped out with the Kingfish completely wiped out. Both teams are doing quite well. The Livewires and the Big Splash currently defending their points as best as they can, waiting for their position to take over. And welcome back to my favorite guest and host. And how is it?
Yeah, good.
A lot is going on right now. It's pretty even.
The Live Wires are currently in the lead with 30,500 with the big splash. Not too far behind. The only difference, if they manage to keep this cash out, there'll only be a separation of about 500. And it's still a separation of 500 with the Live Wires ahead. The big splash in second with the Kingfish in third. And not too far behind the Boundless. But they still have about 5 minutes and 3 seconds left, so a lot can change in that time.
Anything can happen, honestly.
Anything can happen. We don't have any favorites here because we don't know who is anyone actually.
Yeah, we're just calling it as it is.
And as it is stands right now, there's a lot of contest happening with a glorious wipeout. With a lot of things going on right now. The box is still in play right now with the Owlers trying their best to contest as much as they can with the big splash. Currently in the lead, running straight up. Livewire's not too far behind, trying their best to get to the next box. They're setting up, going off into the next one with the big splash, not too far behind in terms of pace right now. It is almost halftime.
Almost halftime, and it is quite close. 15,000 for the big splash and 14,000 for the live wires.
Definitely. How do you feel about the Soul map?
I'm not sure. I prefer the Japan-inspired map.
Yes, it is. I kind of dig the more industrial vibe. It is kind of like quite interesting. A bit of an issue right there. We're just going to go back with one technical issue. We'll just be going on. But it is a lot going on. There is a lot of things going on. I just want to give you the current standings right now with Bryson High with 15 points, Fourways High with 7, Iva with 5, Warskool Osmond tying for position with 5 points too. Crawford Fourways, 4 points also. With King Edward not too far behind with 4 points. There are a lot of ties right now, with the clear leader being Bryson High. But Bryson High has played the most matches, playing 4 straight. Other ones have played at least an average of maybe 2 or 3 matches. Only other team that has played as many matches as Bryson High is King Edward. So we are going to see how that plays out. There's a lot that can happen. Remember, it is a seeding. So top 4 teams that place here will go on to play in the finals. Pun intended, the finals.
The finals of the finals.
Yes, definitely. So that's how the current tournament is being run right now. But like from what you've seen so far, how do you feel about the game? How do you feel about the finals in general?
I think it's a really fun game, and that the teams are playing very well. I know I wouldn't play that well. I suck at this game. I think they're playing very well, and it's been interesting to see the different choices of what people are choosing, like between heavy, medium, and light, and the combinations they're coming up with.
Yeah, I do think that it's kind of like a very well balanced non-hero shooter hero shooter, because you have your like heals and you have your tank classes and you have your lights, which should generally be your assassins. I'm trying my best not to make any League references right now, but I do like how the game has its compositions. Like if you're bad at aiming, a good one for me personally is medium, because I don't have the best aim.
I play medium.
Yeah,
I can't aim.
We have bad aim. That's also why we kind of play League, because we can actually see what we're clicking on.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't. Smoke process is a bit of a very difficult thing for me. I'm trying to practice as much as I can, because I do think if you have very good aim, it makes it your misclicking when you come to other games is quite good.
That's why I think medium is good if you do not have good aim, because you can just sit and be the support. You can heal your teammates while they can do the damage.
Yeah, and like being support is it's a very underlooked role, to be honest. Being support is very underlooked. No one appreciates, like whenever you're losing and you manage to make it through, you remember the support. But in general, everyone kind of underlooks the support.
Yeah, I can see that. However, I think in this game you notice them a little bit more.
Yeah, you do. Although if you do have a support that's carrying, you kind of like feel bad, because you're supposed to be damage and tank. Like if the support's carrying, you guys are kind of cooked though.
Yeah, no, I can see how you see that way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not right, because this game, much like how versatile it is when it comes to its environments, the destruction, the X and Y axis of playing, and like you have like. It just uses like full advantage of its 3D plane, so like anyone's opinion can be right, but only one who's actually truly right is the winner.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and it's always changing too. Like Bryanston currently is on a win streak right now, going from second round, going on a complete like tear down, claiming first place 3 times in a row, with third getting second in the first match that they played, with Fourways High getting a 4 and a 3, but Fourways hasn't played yet, so we're ready to see that matchup. With Wolfsman also not too far behind. They got 3 and the 2 in the past 2 matches. We're just waiting for the result for the 5th round. So there's a lot can happen. King Edward still has an opportunity to clinch into the spots too. Just to remind everyone, the bottom 2 teams do get eliminated, but it's still anyone's game. They can get clinched. They can go on a losing streak. Anyone can go on a winning streak from here on out. So it just depends about. It's like I guess in a way, mixed martial arts, like about styles.
Yeah, it depends how you play. If you work well as a team, I feel like your team composition also matters, the medium, heavy, light.
Yeah.
Like for instance, you might work really well as a team with 2 mediums and 1 heavy or 1 light.
Yeah, that usually is the case.
Yeah.
But also, communication is a very important thing. We managed to set up comms for everyone, so the team should use that as a way to bypass any issues they might have. You should definitely use call-outs. Sometimes you have to have someone who's like the person that's in charge that tells them like, hey, I'm going left, or hey, we're going to contest this. And I think communications are very, especially in this game with how chaotic everything goes on, like communication is key, and I hope all the players are using all the resources they have at their disposal to kind of like make the game more competitive.
Yeah. So you're suggesting they should almost have like a team leader?
Yeah, no, they naturally they would follow. Sometimes you just have someone that, it might be the better player or the more sound player, but usually there's always a sort of like natural progression to a team leader if there hasn't been one assigned.
Yeah.
But
Alright,
even the guy who
casters.
talks about, hey.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, but we are back up and ready to go. The game can get started. We are starting from scratch. So teams, good luck and have fun.
And we're about to start again with the boundless. The game really loves showing us the boundless on this one. We have a heavy, medium, and light setup. Pretty balanced. I think it's like the third time we've seen the boundless actually have a more balanced class.
Yeah, I haven't seen many where it's a heavy, medium, and a light. Usually there's 2 of one class and 1 of the other.
Hey, we have a 3 medium rotation, 2 mediums and a light, and another balanced class, light, medium, and heavy. So we'll see how that plays out. Maybe mediums take for the win, but they don't do as much damage as having a light. But they are a bit more, they can stay last longer. Plus they have the healing factor, so they kind of like Wolverine.
Sustain.
Yeah, a lot of sustain. As we begin, I do think it is the night version of the Soul map, so we're back to Night City. We begin with the first start by the Big Splash getting on the cash. It does seem like, I'm starting to sound like Bane. Hey, so Batman, you came to die with your city. And we're about to start. Both teams are getting ready. Let's see who gets the first box to begin the actions of getting the next cash out. A lot of concessions, yeah. I do like the uses of goo. It does seem like setting up a wall like in another game that you usually play with. Like, if only they could set up a ramp, then you're kind of like already done.
Yeah, if only.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bit of a meta reference right now. They're in a mall while we're in a mall. Yeah, it's a mall in a mall.
A mall in a mall.
Yeah. Shout out to, this is a very sick mall. I do enjoy the fact that this year's Rage is in the mall. That's a vibe. That's a true vibe.
It's interesting. I kind of do really like it.
It's a fiery place though. Like there's a lot of space now, so there's a lot of like be able to move around that feel contested. We are experiencing a bit of a technical glitch on our side. Just wait a couple seconds while we sort that out. But I do hear a lot of firing, so it does seem like it's a bit of on our side of the pitch.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
If you are aware of what's going on, we are having the finals tournament. Yes, the game is called the finals. It's a very interesting way to explain the game, because whenever you bring it up, it is, what game are you playing? The finals. Like, oh no, what game are you playing? The finals. Oh, is the name called finals? Like, yes, the finals. I don't know if that was a marketing genius play or very confusing.
To get people to talk about it, you never know.
Yeah, fair point. I mean, one thing I can tell you, whenever we introduce new people to this game, they do enjoy this game quite a bit.
No, I enjoyed this game so much when I played it.
Yeah, we definitely do. There is a bit of a technical difficulty on our side of the thing, but you can watch the main screen or just hear the sounds that are going on. We are just going to be waiting for a bit on that one, but we will continue the conversation because we are very lively with this one. So if you had an opportunity to go to Japan, in Tokyo or Kyoto, which one would you go first?
I'm not exactly sure. I'd want to go to both, but probably stop in Tokyo first.
And we're completely back. A lot has changed since then. The Big Fish currently with 4,500. They are cashing out with the live wires not too far behind, currently with 3,000 points. Both teams are contesting at the same time. It does seem like the live wires will contest out first, being cashed out first, with the Big Fish falls next. It does seem like they have an opportunity to take, it's still anyone's game because they have about 6 minutes and 18 seconds left. A lot can change in that time. The Big Splash can take advantage of the situation, take the box and then become second place, or even first if they manage to clear out with the second one. There is a cash out happening right now. They're being contested right now by the Kingfish. They're trying to invest in the camp. It's a big wipe there. With the big explosion there with the ball. There is one thing I like about this game. It's the combinations. If you take the goo and then if you take a goo bomb, set up a wall, and throw a fire at it, you get fireball. If you throw gas and a fire, you get explosions.
No, it is insanely awesome. And I like how much they are utilizing those different elements of the game.
Yes, with the Kingfish currently contesting, taking away the Big Splash opportunity, 4 points. They have a couple of seconds left, and it goes out to the Big Splash. Big Splash managed to keep the contest, gets 11,500 points. Not too far behind by the live wires. Both teams are kind of ready. There's a lot of contest right now between both teams. There is a lot going on right now. This is actually I do think this map does kind of clear it when it's night. It's way better because like the lights are really shining right now. Much like the rest of the students right now. They're trying their best, they're doing quite well. They are the shining light of our esports. Remember folks, parents, you are quite important. I mean, the kids are amazing, they are quite important, but without you guys' support as parents, we cannot do what we do today. And this is a very, from me personally and the team, thank you for always supporting, thank you for always being here for every match, staying as many hours as you can, supporting with after-school activities with that. Like, I know sometimes it can't get as much, but thank you for always being there. And we're about to continue setting up. See, the combinations just made a big explosion there, setting up with the Toxic and the Fire. The Kingfish currently contesting against the live wire. Live wire is shooting down, wiping out. There is currently one live wire left. He is the sole survivor, and he's getting contested, trying his best to escape, and he managed to escape. Would the big Kingfish trying his best to can? I'm gonna call him the big Kingfish now. I think that's better, but it might be confusing for the audience, so maybe I should reverse that one. With the Splash company still alive, with the balance still there. No one has gotten the box yet, so no one's in the hurry, but there are contests right now. Both teams pushing the pace.
Boundless is looking for the cash out of 12,000 now, which would put them in the lead.
Yeah, definitely put them in the lead. And the Kingfish kind of made us lions right now, setting up the second box. Both boxes being rushed at the same time, though both teams are incentivized to stay where they are, and then depending on how the other team feels, they can either two-man it, try and take advantage of the situation, take the box from them and try and defend that, but then they're going to have to contest it between each other, so it is about who survives last gets the money the most.
It does seem that the Big Splash has taken that cash out from the Boundless.
Yeah, the Boundless not too far behind, they're about 5,000, but they still have an opportunity to catch up. They're about 3 minutes and 34 seconds. A lot of fire going on. You can just call it blaze.
Explosions.
A lot of explosions. I'm waiting for the day when someone just gets the grenade launcher and just starts firing and just like complete carnage happens.
That would be very cool.
The Big Splash trying their best to protect the wall with the Boundless. Not too far behind. They have about one player. I do not want to give away position, but he is lost player. He managed to heal up. He is contesting as best as he can. Let's find that out because he is quite a long con. Like give the Boundless too much of it. I mean the Big Splash too much of advantage there. And wiped out Boundless, but they do not go with the full team wipeout, managing to get Flores Rig managed to survive that one. About 23 seconds until the next player goes up through. The live wire still doing quite well. They might not be contesting right now for position of second or third, but they still have an opportunity to steal one away. They only try to steal one, and they can get to second or clinch even first.
This is extremely close between those, even between the top 3 teams. The live wire, the Big Splash, and the Kingfish.
Yeah.
They've all got such close points.
They do. The Boundless right now a bit under pressure right now because they are trying to clinch third place as best as they can. They can still get first, but right now I think the focus is just getting third. They're trying to just be ahead of the live wires. Live wires are currently interacting as best as they can with the Big Splash, being objectively attacked by the Kingfish. It's very rare to see both teams like just go on to the other side and start contesting it as best. And the cash out does go to the Big Splash, keeping them at 2,600. With the Kingfish not too far behind. They are defending as best they can. They have a couple of seconds left. Do they manage to clear that? And the cash out does go to the Kingfish. They still keep on to second place with the Big Splash in first. The live wires at third. Oh, that was very close. And the live wires player just got wiped out. Currently it's a 2-man squad as best they can. And the Boundless at fourth.
It's always the top 2 teams that have such close scores.
Yeah, it is also quite difficult because no matter what you do, if one team, I mean, if both teams were to try and contest one save, there's another save. Another Monolith that's just being like running down the time, and then you don't know what to do with that thing because once you eliminate the one team that was protecting the Monolith, you are now first with either defending or attacking the team that is trying to to intercept that Monolith. So you now have a weird situation where it's like, there's a lot going on, especially, it's much easier when it's threes. I mean, 3 teams. 4 teams adds this weird dynamic of, okay, am I cool with like losing this, attacking that, or should I just like let them attack, or should I contest because I might be behind? So there's a lot of pressure on the Boundless to like perform as best as they can, and then not really on the Live Wires. Live Wires can like just swoop in as best as they can, but the Boundless has to take more action to get more points on the board right now. Not too much of a separation right now between the Kingfish and the Big Splash. Big Splash currently with 27,500 points. With the Kingfish not too far behind with 25k. But a lot can change for the Live Wires if they manage to get the cash out. But Boundless currently interacting with the Live Wires, trying to deny them the activity. It is much prettier at night, don't you agree?
No, it is definitely much prettier.
Oh, friendly reminder, you do see the boxes up in the sky if you're watching, folks, and you don't know what's going on. Those do give you the canisters that you use to make the game a bit more versatile. They currently are rotating it at any, so they're not fixed standard. If you do see a far one, that one might become a gas one or a toxic one. But it does give the game a bit more versatility. Not that it needs more because there's a lot going on. So if anything, it's probably a bit too much.
I don't think there's such thing as too much in this game. I mean, you can break the buildings, you can create explosions, there's gas.
Fair point, especially because it's money, because too much money ain't enough money, right?
Exactly.
And we're running straight through with the Big Splash currently leading the charge with getting an opportunity to get 18,000 if they manage to get the cash out. All teams are currently trying to protest as best as they can. The Boundless only at 6,500, trying to push the bases as guys, managed to wipe out. Oh, that was a very clean kill right there. Another one trying to get the point. Do they get the point? Do they wipe out? And unfortunately get killed by the lone survivor of the Kingfish with only less than 1 health left. I mean, with only about 1 health left. There's a lot going on right now. Anyone can contest, but it does seem like the Big Splash has the opportunity to keep it going now. They managed to send the ball straight down into the ground. Monolith is over. Couple of seconds remaining. Can attention. They're trying the best as they can. The Live Wires managing to. I'm not going to give it away too much. And the round goes to the Big Splash with the Kingfish just in third and the second, and the Live Wires in third.
Geez, that was a crazy game.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I do think this was a much more fast game, less open spaces, more in fighting. There's not much you can do, but like I do think it's going quite well. This one is quite interesting, a very lovely game to watch. Any final words before we give it off to the casters?
No, I think all teams played amazingly, and that definitely the combination of a medium, light, and a heavy worked out in the end for the Big Splash.
Yeah, it definitely did, and I just want to say back to you guys.
All right, guys, so well done to Ivor for taking the win on this round. Second place, we got the Kingfish, which happens to be Osmut. All right, so we are heading into round 6. Remember, guys, the winner of this tournament is going to play against the RGB team. Okay, so four-ways high, please stay where you guys are. Crawford four-ways, please come join me over here. Ivor, you guys stay exactly where you are. And Osmut, you guys stay seated. All right, guys, so currently looking at the leaderboard. Alright guys, so looking at the leaderboard, Bryson High is currently still in first place with 15 points. Closely followed now by Ivor, who's made it to second place, which is also tied with four-ways high. Third place currently is Hochschul Osmut. So those are our top 3 at the moment. One more round to shake up the leaderboard enough. right, casters, we are about to go into the last round of the finals tournament. What are you guys feeling at the moment?
We feel like the matches are quite entertaining. It's quite fun to see all the kids just having a great time there. There's a lot of like tactical play, a lot more like strategic thinking going on right now. It does seem like the teams that are performing the best are the teams that like separate or get the boxes. Go to the vault as much and get the cash boxes as quickly as they can. So that's kind of interesting. How do you feel about it?
I think each team is playing really well and they're doing the best they can. And I'm finding it really entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more fun games we've had in quite a while in terms of just like as a viewer. In terms of playing, every game is kind of fun, but as a viewer, it's like even though a lot of hectic things are be really great to be able to keep track of like what's going on and just being able to clearly see, especially how they use colors in the game. It's quite nice.
Oh, I love that they use different colors and that you can actually clearly distinguish which team is which.
Yeah. How do you feel about the game, Kiara? Bit of radio silence there, but I do want to just give you guys an update. Oh, you probably can see that on the board that we have Bryanston High leading with a total of 15 points with Ivor in second place with 9. Fourways High with third place with 9, tying up with Ivor. High School Osmond not too far behind, only 1 point with 8. King Edward on 5, and Crawford Fourways still has an opportunity to catch up with 4 points. And back to you guys.
Okay, we're almost ready on the side. We're just waiting for one more player. All right, guys, all players are now ready. We can get round 6 started. Casters, take us away.
Hey, welcome back, folks. We're having a great time right now. There's a lot going on with the games right now. There's a lot that can happen. Remember, the first 4 teams make it on to go play into the grand finals, which is called the World Tour. That will determine who is going to become the victor of this. It's kind of like a lot going on. Like there's a lot of competitive air. I mean, a lot of competitiveness in the air. If you're an F1 fan, you're kind of like in a situation now where you either want someone to just win or lose or just come in fourth. So it's a lot of things happening in the air today.
And it seems the Boundless are going with 2 mediums and a light.
Oh, that's you. Hey, okay, maybe not Baymax. Maybe what's that? From Portal? Nah, not Portal. What would you say that looks like?
I have no idea, to be honest. A group of full mediums, 2 mediums and a light, and
Another balance team. And another balance.
mix.
Oh no, medium, light, medium. And we're about to begin. It's gonna be a very fun time. We're currently, oh yeah, we're in Monaco. That's why I brought up F1.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grand Prix. Shout out to Marek. Lando's not taking it, I'm just saying. Anyway, so we're going to be riding through. That's just my personal opinion, not RGB's. And both teams are contesting with the Back Splash, running up the, taking the sky elevator, making sure that no one can catch up to them. Oh, and they just bring him down, just saying, hey, guys, we need to go back up. He's trying to get into the vault, currently leaving the place down there, trying to set up as best as they can. It's kind of a sky game right now with the second vault being contested by, I believe, the Live Wires. The ball is currently in the possession with the cash out box, currently in possession with the Big Splash. The Live Wire is currently defending as best they can, but the Kingfish kind of running to contest, getting ready for the developments of what's going to happen now. Monaco is a very tight map, kind of like the race, very tight streets, very narrow. A lot of action happening right now, both teams are attacking. How do you feel about this map compared to the others?
I think this map offers a lot of cover, it seems, and it could create for interesting gameplay in terms of what strategies they'll use.
Yeah, it is quite interesting. Like, currently the Big Splash is defending as best as they can, but they're getting overcrowded by the Kingfish, trying to take away the opportunity, trying to take the box away from them, trying to cash out at the cash out station. I don't know why I'm struggling with the word station for so long.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
It happens to the best of us. Currently, the Big Splash is in the lead, but that may be alive because the Kingfish currently swaps with them. Currently, with the opportunity to get another 8,000 on the board, with them being the ones who managed to get the cash box into the cash out station. The cash out station is currently on the outside of the map, but the Live Wires managed to set up for them to not too far behind, with the Big Fish doing quite well. About 4,000 points for the Live Wires, with 3,000 for the Kingfish. Not too far behind is the Big Splash and the Boundless with 500. They still have an opportunity because it is only 6 minutes and 56 seconds, and a lot of contesting going on now. The Boundless defending as best they can, not going in their favor with the Big Splash. Currently, they're just on the other side of the match with the Live Wires, currently trying to just make sure that their cash out station is protected. A lot of contesting going on right now. Both teams are pushing it. It's a bit of a more tactical play, it kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
Less aggressive, more, I wouldn't say long range, but more medium range kind of attacking, kind of using cover as best as they can.
But the Live Wires are definitely defending this with everything they have.
They definitely are. Oh, that's a lovely thing. Man, that's a nice setup. Boundless managing to lose a player. Boundless trying to, as best to survive as they can. Livewire still in charge with the cash out station. Cash out station for the Big Fish is about to go down, about giving them about 8,000. They will be the temporary leaders for first. But that can change if the Live Wires do manage to defend their position on point and then get the 8,000 on their books.
Then they would be ahead by just 1,000?
Yeah, just by 1,000, yeah.
Still keeping it quite close.
Still keeping them definitely very close. Boundless trying to contest the Kingfish's victory right now, but they take the cash out. So now all teams have to scramble, try to take the situation a bit more differently, trying to get over to the Live Wire section of the thing. They do have some time to contest, but it is less than a quarter to go, so they have a bit of a rush to go there. I do like the more aerial play when it comes to taking on the roofs. It does seem like the Live Wire is managing to get back the box from this set, and they get it over with a couple of seconds left. Do they keep it? Do they get 16,000, or do another team take over advantage of the situation right there?
Yeah, that would put them in the lead with 16,000.
Yeah.
It would be very beneficial for them. And then the Kingfish are sitting in second with the Big Splash and the Boundless following just after.
I still have hope for the Boundless. I think the Boundless will kind of make it through. They just have to
They can bounce back.
Yeah, they can bounce back. Boundless. I see. Bound. And that goes to the Boundless. Boundless bouncing back, taking the first cash out box, running away as best as they can. They do have one person down, but they are running, managing to keep the rate. They're defending as best as they could, making it their way straight through to the next cash out station. With the live wires right behind them, contesting as best they can. We don't have a visual on the Big Fish, but we do know they're doing something big.
The Kingfish is on the route. They are following the Boundless.
The Kingfish have the high ground. It seems like the Boundless is the team to chase right now, having one less. Oh, and the Boundless with a complete team
team wipe right there. We have a bit of a building obstructing our view, but we can see thanks to the X-ray vision that we have, or actually see through. Or I'm not military buff, but that is very helpful to see.
It seems almost all of the 3 teams that are alive are almost in the same area.
Yeah.
They're all looking for that cash out.
Yeah, they are definitely up, but the Big Splash with a 2-person deficit right now, trying their best to catch up as best they can. All he has to do, and they get another one, 15 seconds until they become a full squad, but the Kingfish is going through, losing 1 person. Now I have to wait for another one. They are being attacked, getting pushed. It's a lot of fighting right now. They are 2nd place currently, but they are the targets right now. Trying their best to set up for the cash out station. Manages to get onto the cash out station. They do have enough breathing room, setting up a nice number of traps, making sure that no one can come through. The Kingfish currently having all players on the board right now, getting ready to start engaging with the defensive play. The turret is doing its job, trying to protect as best as they can the cash out station. If the Kingfish manage to clear this one, they will get about 29,500 points on the board, but everybody else is trying to contest. If the Boundless manage to get this one, they will get to 13,000, which would keep them in the 3rd place in contention for getting onto 2nd or 1st.
I definitely think the Boundless need to make this priority.
Yes, the Boundless do have an opportunity to get this cash out box, especially because they're not, the Big Splash currently with another cash out box, trying to make their way to the opposite side of the map. So it is the Kingfish defending as best as they can, trying to keep control of the victory. But the Kingfish is doing quite well, but the Big Splash not too far behind. But if the Kingfish do not keep control of the situation right now, they could succeed to the Live Warriors with that one.
And it is unfortunate, the Boundless is only 1 player at the moment.
No,
The other 2 are dead, are they not?
They are dead, but they're about to respawn. They're currently waiting for him to just wait through. I do think the counter is not active. They do have a certain amount of deaths until a sudden reset does happen. So they're gonna have to be waiting up. He is a 1-man team. He's getting ready to heal up his team. He's trying his best, and wheel up. He brings him back. Now it is a 2-man squad trying as best as they can. Unfortunately, not having healers on their side does expose them to a lot more damage than most teams are. They are contesting as best they can. I can't really give too much on what's going on, but currently now they're at the advantage. There is a player inside of them. The light medium is trying his best to keep contesting. And with that, both the Live Warriors and the Boundless currently, the Live Warriors and the Kingfish on par with each other's point. Boundless managing to take a scapegoat away, with the 12,000 on the cash out station. Both teams are engaging. It does seem like the Boundless does have an opportunity to touch the point, but doesn't mean that they will get through.
Just reached first with 20,500.
Yeah, 20,500 is not a bad place to start. A Boundless gripping as best as they can, but the Live Warriors trying to take away that, and the cash out does go to the Live Warriors. This is a very close match in terms of...
What is happening?
Yeah, 1,500 separating the
They are
the
stealing
victors.
these cash outs from each other.
They're just stealing money. Remember, folks, if you get caught, it's not wrong if you don't get caught, right?
Exactly.
Please do not take any advice from me after this game. With about 1 minute and 20 seconds left, they are running through it. With the separation of 1,500, the Live Warriors can cash out with about 12,000 on the bank. And if they do, they will take victory. But if the Big Fish do clinch that one, they are prime and ready to become the victors on this map. With not too far behind the Boundless. Boundless managing to bounce back right well, gaining 3rd position right now. With the Big Fish not too far, the Big Splash not too far behind.
If the Big Splash or even the Boundless were able to steal this cash out, that would have helped them out a lot.
It would, because every point does matter when it comes to this round robin type situation. Remember, the top 4 that finish after all 6 rounds are done. And it's a lovely catch up for the Big Splash, with the 1st place still in the grips of the Live Wire. The Kingfish only be separated by about 1,000 from being 2nd, but they're currently in 3rd. With the Boundless dropping to 4th, but they did do a valiant effort. They still have an opportunity to get through, but there's about 25 seconds left, unless it is a contest by someone sending up the cash box into a cash station. The Boundless desperately trying to set up the cash box, but then they get kind of wiped. They have 1 player left on the run. They're trying his best to get through. They have about 11 seconds to extend this game, but can they get to the point of that? All the teams are currently rushing through. He's currently struggling a bit, trying to get up from the church or the vertical side of the field. And the round is done with the Live Warriors currently coming in 1st. Big Splash
I believe
in
that's
2nd.
the closest game we've had so far.
Yeah, it's a lot of lead switching. I actually could not tell you who would have won.
That was all over the place. I could not have predicted that would have been how it played out. That was so close.
That is so close, and we're almost close to being done with and continuing on to the next round. So back to our favorite caster, Kiara.
All right, guys, so let's see what that did to the leaderboard, because this was a three-way tie. Woo! All right, so Bryanston High, you guys are in first place with 15 points. Fourways, second with 13, and Ivor in third place with 12 points. You guys are top three for the tournament, well done. But I am gonna ask Bryanston and Fourways, please stay in your seats, or Bryanston, please come up. We are going to do a match between the top two teams. All right, everyone else, you may please leave the stage, but don't go too far away. All right, Bryanston, you guys are going to be on the blue side in the back. Yes, definitely. All right, Fourways, stay where you guys are. You guys can do a 1v1 against each other. Well, 3v3 technically, but match on match. All right, ladies, get your settings sorted. Make sure you're comfortable. We want to get this started pretty quickly before the final matchup, which is not going to be for points, but it will be versus the RGB team. All right, while players are getting everything sorted, I've got another giveaway for the crowd. All right, guys, we are going to do the Eve Tech chant. So do you guys know? Do you want to practice quickly? Okay, so if I say Eve, you guys say? There we go. All right, so I'm going to ask Kieran to come up and be my judge. You can't escape it. All right, guys, so make some noise. All right, Eve! 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 One more, guys. Eve! Come up and get your prize. Well done. Here you go. Go take a photo by the Eve Tech banner. Over there in the corner. All right, players, are you guys almost ready? All right, players, get those settings up. All right, guys, while the sets are being sorted, whoever wins this matchup between Fourways and Bryanston will take the, well, you say the tournament, but so they will be the team that will verse the RGB team, but that won't matter on the scoreboard. They will still win. All right, guys, all players are now ready. We can get the final started. Casters, good luck. Take us away. Good luck, players.
Hey, and thank you for that one, Kiara. We're about to get with the grand final. I just want to make a correction to my mistake. I was under the impression that it was the first two teams drop out and then 4 go over, but it was the inverse of that. It is 4 teams drop out and the final 2 go over. So it's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be a very more intimate match because they only have to focus on one thing. There is no multitasking. It's either we get the fault or we contest. That's it. There's no other teams, no other interruptions. It's just pure focus, pure carnage, and pure fire.
Yeah, it's just going to be 2 teams versing each other. They have to focus on each other. It's going to be very intense.
Yeah, and we're going to play in the Citadel. I just like saying the word Citadel.
It's a good word.
That is, it's a great word, Citadel. Like, no one would ever mistake you for saying something else. Citadel.
And it seems that we have 2 mediums and a light for the
Nice
boundless.
carry. It's going to be quite interesting.
So yeah, this is going to be an interesting match now that we see the top 2 teams competing against each other. And it starts. It's quite a beautiful map if you look at it. The color scheme's quite interesting. I think both teams are going to be heading towards that first cash box, trying to secure it.
This is one of the more like colorful maps. It's like if purple had fun and tricked, then it just went boom.
It's like it's got a filter on it.
Yeah, I think we're in Japan again. Or it could just be Japanese text in the corner. Yeah, either way, it's still very pretty. Both teams are rushing to the vault. Remember, folks, there's only one vault, so that means they all have to contest for the same one. There's no opportunity to take another one. It is just that. If you lose, it's just because that team was just there. And
and they're contesting with the Boundless actively shooting out, playing on the long-range game. I don't really know if I can like give too much away because there's not too much things going on to be able to say because the other team can just listen. So if you're a player watching right now or playing right now, please ignore all of my commentary and just focus on the game. And they keep shooting on the live wires, doing their best to keep them maintained. They both have to maintain like a kind of a distance now because they only have to focus on each other.
Yeah, they are definitely keeping more of a distance. However, I think that's going to have to change very soon when they get to the cash box.
Yeah, it definitely is going to have to change because once you get to the cash box, you have to defend and one has to attack. But you know what a great offense is? Good defense. And a good defense, great offense. But I'm more of a good defense is great offense type person. That's why I play Master E.
Oh, and it seems, yep, they are in each other's range now.
With the Boundless losing a player, they're losing their light, so they kind of a bit losing the speed right there, but they still have their mid player to kind of carry a bit of the spongy effects there. They all have dual mediums, but they didn't opt for the heal function, so they're gonna have to like try their best to avoid getting hurt right now with all the bullets flying at them. We do have the live wires with a lot of heal on their side and with a much larger heavy, so they have a bit more sustain than the other team. So it is up to the Boundless in terms of team composition to kind of like be very good at not getting shot, but also keep shooting.
Yeah, that light's definitely going to have to prioritize dealing the damage.
Yeah. But it does seem like the live wires are kind of doing a great job on taking advantage of the heals right now. They're just setting up, oh, they may be a liar. They're doing quite well. Look at the power of the heal, managing to outlast the previous Boundless player, now making it a 3-1 game. Currently, they're trying their best. About 20 seconds until the last Boundless player jumps in, but about 8 seconds for the light class of the Boundless player to jump in. They have opportunity to go set up for the cash out box. Check the cash out box, the cash out station, and begin the chances of cashing out. Remember, there's only 2 teams here, so all they can do is just focus on that. They are running as best as they can up the way. I was about to give away the position, but they're doing quite well. It is still anyone's game, and they set up with the cash station with the Boundless. Not too far behind, trying to get the situation, trying to set up as best as they can, but the live wires do take the cash out opportunity. But in the box, I need to figure out how to not dominate without giving away. But then after testing with the box on the ground with the in favor more of the Boundless, how do you feel about the current situation right now?
Oh, I think it's extremely intense, and it is difficult to commentate and not give away too much.
Yeah, because like when they blew up the floor from the bottom, the Boundless did a very great play there, but I don't know if all the teammates knew what was going on right now. So the Boundless is 4 ways high with Bryanston High leading the live wires. It also makes it quite easy for us to manage who's who. Live wires is Bryanston High, and 4 ways high is the Boundless. Boundless trying their best to keep the pressure on, taken away from the live wires.
I think this will be an important match for 4 ways high, considering we are on their home turf.
Yes, they have to show and represent, but I do think Bryanston is trying to rep their set. They're trying to say, we're the kings of Josie.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We would like. It would be kind of interesting to see like the Kings of Jersey versus the Kings of Cape Town type in the future. But that may be a thing someday. I'm just putting it up in the ether because if there's one thing about RGB, if you put things up in the ether, someone might catch it and make it a real thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's not too much action going on, but I might be speaking too soon.
Yeah, it's a bit more of a tactical play because they are aware that the one issue about if you die now and the timeout is that you do have a situation where for 24 seconds you're unable to be actively helping your team go forward. Yeah. So you have to kind of like safeguard your health a lot more, so you can't engage as much as you would like to, because you going down means they have to go for 24 full seconds without dying, and that's if the whole team doesn't just get wiped out. That does reset the clock a bit.
You can't just go in. You have to think about the bigger picture, how it's going to affect your plays. Definitely have to be a lot more tactical.
Yeah.
And the live wires secured their first cash out.
Yeah, definitely with 25 points on the board. Or you can just consider they managed to get the points on the board. It is a lot going on. They are rushing off to get to the next cash out box. Both teams are running as best they can. It's still anyone's game because they have 6 minutes and 45 seconds left with an active event. The active events basically means like there will be comets raining down from the sky, so they have to also not worry for their opponents. They also have to look into the sky to see if the sky is falling upon them.
I think that adds an interesting little bit of challenge to it. Not only do you have to worry about the enemy team, now it's the problem of, oh no, I could get hit by a comet.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those things where you're just like, oh, am I shooting? Is it a bomb? Is it from the sky? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's the Boundless or the live wires. It is, I have to definitely say, like, in terms of just pure color, this is one of the beautiful maps. It does seem like the Live Wires are currently playing playing on home turf right now, which is kind of match, but you can still kind of see the contrast between the purples, or is that
Yeah.
fake? I tend to fight people with color, so I kind of stop. So like, whatever you see, that's the color it is. Unless it's green,
And it
that's green.
seems that the heals from the live wires are definitely helping them.
Yeah, it definitely is. It does seem like sustain is kind of the name of the game of this one. It does seem like if you do outlive the opponents, you will last a bit long, which means an opportunity. Oh, that's a nice way to set up. Oh, they're just throwing it and cashing up in there. They're just flexing on the haters right now. The Live Wires riding straight through, trying to get to the next cash out station as best they can. This is a very pretty cash out box. I like the gold accents. Well, actually,
Oh
it's
no,
completely
it
gold.
is beautiful.
They're setting up as best as they can. With the Boundless not too far ahead, contesting quite well, shooting a bit, but they managed to escape. Still getting under fire, but now getting in a bit safer. Now trying to go against the Boundless, who is currently actively attacking against them. They're using the heal as best as they can, healing up completely on full health right now, while the Boundless trying as best they can to take up, but they are still a bit at a deficit when it comes to sustain a bit more. I mean, they did not choose mid. They did choose to go with the more attacking route, so maybe this will lead to them doing quite well, but it does seem like in favor of sustain right now.
Yeah, they did go with the light in opposed to a heavy, which means they have less tankiness.
Yeah. But
However, they have more damage.
they definitely do have more damage with the Live Wires, which is Bryanston High managing to set up for the next one. So it's up to the Boundless to either make this game extended or the Live Wires will take victory. There's a lot going on there. They're trying to survive as best as they can with the Boundless only having one person left. And it's a full team wipeout, or everybody has to wait for about 17, 16 seconds left. So it gives them a bit of breathing room from the Live Wires, but it also means that they will be a full squad when they come in and contest. So it is going to be going down to the wire, definitely.
Oh, definitely. And now it seems the live wires are definitely trying to secure the location a little more.
Yeah, they're setting up quite well, just cornering themselves in, but also the issue with cornering yourselves in is that if someone breaks through, you can't escape as easy too.
Exactly.
And the Boundless are ready to engage. They're making their way up as best as they can. I don't know how far they are, but they're doing quite well. And with the first engagement from the Live Wires, they are shooting quite well. It is a 3v3 right now, or actually more of a
Ooh, and
3v1
one of the
right
live
now.
wires goes down.
And it's going through. It's going quite well. Live Wires do lose an opponent, so it's now 2v3. And they trap themselves in. Now it's going to be a 3v2. Let's see how it plays out. Boundless losing one player, losing another player, and there's just one player alive. And it is an opportunity for the Boundless to get onto the board, but they get wiped by the gas. So unfortunately, everybody's going to reset. It is still in favor of the Live Wires right now, which is Bryanston High. Does they have an opportunity to come back? Because all teams are busy resetting. They have a 5 second, it's about a 4 second difference between both teams. Boundless a bit on the losing side in terms of time, but they still have an opportunity to catch up because there is about enough time to go through. There's about 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the round. Both teams rushing as best as they can. The Live Wires a bit closer to the building as the Boundless. There's a lot going on right now. How do you feel about this match as a final?
Oh,
for the
it's
finals?
definitely been intense. You can see the live wires are in the lead. However, the Boundless are trying their best. They are putting their all into this game.
Yes, it definitely is. This is the final play. We are going to determine how this goes. The Boundless are just trying as best, scraping as hard as they can, but it does go in favor of Bryanston High, the Live Wires. They are your victories. They are the finals. Any final words?
I think all teams played exceptionally this tournament, and they should all be happy and proud of themselves. And yeah, it went to the live wires. They had the best place today.
Yeah, it was very beautiful to see everyone coming around playing this game. It was a very interesting game. It was our first time doing it. We might be the first ones to ever do it, but if we're not, we're probably the best ones to ever do it too.
Oh, 100%.
And congratulations to Bryson High as your first ever RGB Gaming High School League Legends Finals winners.
All right, guys, that gives us the final leaderboard with Bryanston High taking first place, Fourways second, and Ivor taking third. All right, Fourways, just a moment before we start prize giving, we got one more match. Guys, you can go take your seat in the meantime. Team RGB, please come up to the stage. Bryanston, you guys are going to be versing our own home team, but don't worry, you guys are still first. All right, guys, Team RGB, get your settings ready. I'm only going to give you a few minutes. All right, team in the back, can we just pull the new players into the team? One of the screens unfortunately decided it was too hot.
It's going to be quite interesting to see how this turns out. Like the winners of the first ever finals tournament is going to be facing our own RGB Gaming staff. It's going to be quite fun. It's going to be the young versus the old. Is it going to be the young whippersnappers showing that how like plucky attitude is going to take advantage and then just win, or will the old heads kind of like humble them?
I think RGB is going to be offended you called them old heads.
No, they're old. They're old. Let's not pretend they're old.
I believe that definitely our youngsters that just won have a chance.
They have a chance, yeah.
But RGB is good, and they are going to have to bring their all to beat RGB.
I do think so too, but we just watched them kind of like collapse everybody. So I'm kind of on the Bryanston side right now. I think they got a chance to humble us. I think, I'm not saying I'm not a Benedict Arnold. I'm not saying, hey, I need to betray, but I do think watching the youth gives me hope about the future, and I think the future is Bryanston.
I can see that. I can see that. But I do have faith in our RGB guys.
I know. But like with youth comes time. With time comes ability to play more games. And in terms of like who's played the most games, most hours now, them. But in terms of longevity, definitely RGB staff. It's kind of like a kind of LeBron and Luka-esque type thing. LeBron being the more aged out superstar, but still one of the best in the league, and Luka kind of being like the more. He's still not young anymore, but he's definitely much younger than LeBron, and he's kind of carrying the Lakers right now. So yeah, it's another basketball reference. If you've been around here long enough, I always talk about basketball. I always find a way to fit in basketball in all my references. But yeah. But also shout out to Faker though, being almost 30 and then just winning worlds out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, though, that is insane.
Yeah. If you're in and around the RGB stand, please come and check out all our other attractions. We have free play currently with our Xboxes and PlayStations. We also have, working with our partners, Microsoft and also Hisense, with our prize sponsors being EveTech, and our collegiate or higher educational partner being Eduvast. If you want to find out more information, there are representatives around our stand. If you want to join in and on the fun, just more than welcome to. And also, if you're feeling a bit warm, there is a fan located on the left side of our stand. In my direction, but on the left side of the screen or the right side of the screen, just look for a fan, just cool out a bit, and also remember to drink water, stay hydrated. It's quite important. These last 3 days has been quite hot. This has definitely been the hottest rage that's ever been.
Oh no, definitely.
But worth going to.
Worth going to, but it has been cooking here.
Yeah, but it kind of proved the point to me. Man is hot this time. We used to say man's not hot, but man is hot this time.
Oh, definitely. But I think this rage has been 100% worth it.
Yes. How do you feel about this rage, Kiara?
All right, both teams are now ready to go. We can start the final match. Guys, remember, Bryson and I taking first. This is not going to affect the scoreboard. But take us away, casters.
And back to us. It will be RGB versus Bryanston High, your official finals winners. We're just going to find out how it's going to go. Who's our... Just for those who are not aware, Boundless is RGB. We're just waiting on confirmation for the next team, but I'm riding with Bryanston, so I believe in them. And Boundless again showing in front. We're going with the light, heavy and light for the Boundless.
Lots of damage and some tank.
Yeah, I
soak
think
up the bullets.
We'll see, because like I think it's kind of the question, like they Bryanston might go heavy sustain like they did previously. Oh, I guess they changed a bit. So heavy sustain versus a very not meta but balanced team, like your average, like someone's a healer, someone's light, someone's medium. Not necessarily a healer, someone is medium.
Shout out to you guys, casters. All right, guys, I do have a lost phone with me. It was found by the EveTech free play. If you guys are missing a phone, please come speak to me.
Anyway, as we're about to begin, both teams are rushing through. Boundless being RGB Gaming and the Live Wires being your champions of today. Is it going to be a slice of humble pie, or is the old people going to trip over and fall on their face?
I've got no idea, but I have faith in our RGB guys, but I will also be very pleased if our new young and up-and-coming winners manage to put them in their place.
Yeah, it definitely is. This is a much more small map than the traditional maps, but it is much more lively. It does take advantage of rooftop warfare and also ground play. Both teams are pushing the pace as best as they can. No one has a clear advantage, but it does seem that the Live Wires are showing a thing or two to the Boundless right now, having the more heal right now, a bit more sustained than the others. It's up to who's going to be who that's going to win this one. And the first goes down from the Boundless, and the second one is in shape for the... Ooh, the Boundless is getting hard, but they managed to climb it back out. The Live Wires down by 2 points. I wouldn't say the Boundless is too ahead right now. RGB is doing quite well, but they're still trying their best to survive as well as it is. Currently it's a 1v1, trying to heal up. They're going to take advantage. Who's going to take this one? It's going to be a team wipe. It's going to be set up. And it seems like it's the Live Wires down, but they still have one player up. It's going to be quite interesting how it plays out. How do you feel about the match so far?
I think this is going to be a close one, to be honest.
Yeah, I do think that both teams are playing a much more aggressive game. Like previously, like a lot of the time, the team that have like a lot of damage doesn't necessarily be the one that wins, but they are the most entertaining.
I think this is going to be very fast-paced, and I think it's going to be close.
Oh, we have a kunai user. That usually means, like, if you have very good aim, this is very dangerous because it's continuous throwing of knives. You don't have to worry about any reload time, so this might tip them in the advantage. I kind of figure out who this is. I know who this is. And we're going to see how this plays out. With the Boundless losing one player, currently healing up. They managed to lose the medium, but they still going quite well, healing it up as best they can. Nice shot by the kunai user, trying to send his way back, trying to heal up his teammate. It is currently in favor of the Boundless, but it's not by too much because they still have enough time to get back onto the board with the Bryanston team, doing as well as they can possibly do. Don't forget, they are going against quite well very veteran gamers right now. Not sure what the team composition is, but I can't tell you, I'm probably one of the worst shooters in the company, but I'm not that bad.
I am an awful shot, and our screen is frozen.
Yes, our screen is frozen, so you guys are going to have to rely on the lovely commentary by Kara to continue over for you, if she is available. But we can still continue on with just general conversation. I think this is Tokyo maybe. I can't remember this map. I remember seeing this map the first time. I only played it once though. All of the time I play like more of the internal tournaments that we do, and we like to use a much more wider, much more open space maps. So this is kind of a bit of an interesting way for our team or our people just to play a map that we're not familiar with, or I haven't seen that many of us play.
Yeah. I think it's a very nice, fun map.
We got We're just waiting on some technical help right now. We are still unable to see it, but I do like to imagine that it's a good contest, a good fight right now. I'm not too sure what it's going to be, but we will be surprised who comes out in victory, because currently our screen is showing that both teams are still at 0, but our Boundless is on the chart with about a couple ticks into getting about 25k, but it could have changed the lead anytime soon. And with a nice reset, the Boundless are still in charge with that one. RGB showing that they still have a bit of pep in this, that even though they're not much older or the more geriatric side of things.
Oh, it actually seems like the Live Wire might be the one to get this.
And they have a great opportunity to set up what the Boundless is taking hold. They are hodling as if there was Bitcoin right now, trying to get the 25,000 points. And it begins the first cash out in favor of RGB, but I do think Bryson has a great opportunity to set up. Nice shot from the headshot right there. They didn't go for a, ooh, that
aim is impeccable.
Really good aim. I do think they feel very confident in their situation right now in terms of not having as much sustain, but they do have less shaky hands. I do think there's a couple of parents out there that's wondering, like, hey, you could have just started to be a surgeon instead of playing video games. But we love video games. That's the thing that brings us all. Everyone, every side of the world, every corner, every type of person gets an opportunity to have fun. Doesn't mean if you're not good at shooting, you can always play something interesting or just play a different role. That's the nice dynamic of playing in the final. Glad to get it, and it's a very good sniper shot by our light. I can't tell which one is who's light and such the kunais, but it's quite fun. It's quite fun to see.
Do we still have a kunai user?
No, we do. He's just probably using a pistol right now, or he's using the grappling hood. I can't. Wait, the pistol is probably a main, so that. Kunai user. And we're going invisible with this one. Bryson trying to survive. Oh, and it's a team wipe there. Oh, and another shot down. Midges happening quite intensively. Full team wipe on live-wise. Bryson still has an opportunity to get onto the board because they haven't cashed out. I mean, RGB Gaming hasn't cashed out yet. They are setting up for the cash out, defending as best as they can. I do think it's a bit harder with this one because the more that you have the cash out stations being up higher is a great disadvantage for teams coming up because now they kind of like a fish in a barrel.
Yeah, especially now that they have that sniper.
Yeah, the guy's just gonna sit there camping.
Yep.
I feel like we should have more engaged. We should probably make an internal rule, no more camping there. You have to like spend 10 seconds in, 10 seconds out.
Yeah, that would probably be better.
Both teams are trying to push his fence. Ooh, Boundless managing to lose one player, almost on the cusp of losing a second player. Does the Livewires manage to take the situation? Swings over to the other side. There's still a lot of step damage, and the Boundless loses the second player, almost losing their third one. Third one, running as best as they can. He's trying to survive his best. Basically, he's doing his best impression of Spider-Man right now. Boundless with the quick scope right there. Oh, that's a good way to hide away. Oh, and set up with the flames. But does he overshoot it? Oh, another shot there. Do they click? Oh, another shot one more time. Managing to keep onto the side Bryson High managing to get up to the cash, getting the cash, taking over the transaction. Now they currently are on pace to be on par if they manage to defend this thing. It could go down the wire, folks.
Yeah, they're definitely putting up some defenses. They want this 25,000.
Yes, I'm very, very happy and confident with my pick right now. They are doing quite well, defending well. They are aiming quite well. They see you are a sniper, I got a sniper, I'll raise you one-on-one. They're going band for band, M for M, and this reference actually makes sense because it's money. I was actually looking at the glue. It kind of looks like cream, which then made me reference a song called it's by Wu-Tang Clan called Cream. A bit of a delay on our side, but I will tell you the reference. Cream stands so casuals, everything around me, and that's definitely what's happening on right now, especially in the game with finances and the thing. I do think it's quite interesting because there's a lot going on. They're learning finances too, and like how to save money, how to deposit, how to do transactions. There's a lot of learning here.
Yeah. And unfortunately, our screen is frozen again, so we are unsure of what is happening. However, we can hear some shooting.
And we're about to restart. They restart our screen in a few. It's a bit dark right now, but I do hear a lot of action going on. Hopefully, my side is currently in charge right now. They're doing a great defensive tactic of like modeling in straight now. But we will find out. We're going to be surprised with the result of this one.
I think it's going to be interesting.
And they cashed out! Yay! It's an even game now. The both teams are on the board. They would have been so hyped to see it live, but they're doing quite well with Bryanston managing to... Oh, that's a nice survival. They are... I'm just so happy to see this because like it means that it's a fair fight and Boundless goes down. Only one player alive. They're both trying to heal up. And it goes down. Full team wipeout for the Boundless. RGB Gaming currently just wiped out in general. Yes, I'm supporting Bryanston. But I am RGB, but I'm supporting Bryanston. Let's go, Bryanston! Woo! Both teams are running pace. RGB getting ready to come on with the assault. Bryanston getting ready to put in the cash out station. A lot of words cash. And they are about to set up for the deposit. About a few seconds away, about to go in, and they manage to set up for the. They set up for the deposit. RGB not too far behind, getting ready to contest as best as they can. They are setting up as best as they can, but RGB taking different lanes there. Not coming in as a unit, but I think they are going in with a more flank tactic. Bryanston a bit more centralized, trying to keep control of the situation. And RGB interacting. Ooh, and goes down. RGB Gaming, that is quite cool. It is now a 1v2, but it is more in favor of the Bryanston team.
Yeah, this is definitely interesting. They are playing really well.
It's quite interesting. Like a lot of explosions going on. Before, I was a bit worried about like one team versus one team games, but like especially when you have it indoors, it's just a hectic carnage mayhem, which is a beautiful thing to see. And I like the animations of this money just blowing up.
Yeah, no, that is an amazing animation.
Yes, I think they did a really great job, like making this game more open to everybody because of like, the design choices, and that's a good testament to like good game design. That means that everyone can play, even if you want to do like very difficult or extreme topics. Like shooting is very thing, but I do respect how they handle like eliminations with the coin animation, which just makes it a game that can be something that we can do at like a public event with all the kids here, which is a great experience. Ooh, Boundless does take it back, but does get a team wipeout. The Livewires have an opportunity to clinch this one.
it is quite close. They have to go against the turret. The turret is doing quite well, and by the turret goes down, they have an answer. They have about 9 seconds to climb and stay back. The Livewires are doing quite well with this one. This will be an upset if they do take this, because usually in these type of situations, RGB is the favorite.
It's going to be interesting. It's very, very close indeed.
Yes, but it is quite interesting because like usually, no matter what you do, if you're the older person that wins, either you're like, oh, you just beat up on the young ones, or if you lose, it's like, how dare you lose to the young ones? But it does seem like that's going to be a competition really trying to. But Boundless is trying his best. It is a 1v2 right now. Boundless trying his best. They have about 22 seconds. Do they catch? Do they cash it out? They're trying their best. Bessie survives, and he makes it, and it goes to. I have no idea who has it, but it goes to Bryanston. They take victory as the first people to take out RGB Gaming.
Congratulations, Bryanston.
Congratulations to Bryanston.
Well, very done to Bryanston. RGB, you guys got to up your game a little bit here. All right, so can we get the top 3 teams up? I'm going to hand over to Rudy and Kerry for prize giving.
All right, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your ultimate champion in the finals. All right, just gonna wait for these players to make their way off. All right, players, you can make your way off stage. They're eager to take those prizes. All right, so it's been quite a long day, a lot of matches, still more to come. A lot of prizes as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for your teams. All right, in 3rd place, can we get over? Coming up, shake hands, grab your medals, grab your prizes. Don't go too far. Come and stay here, stand here in front of the screen. Stand in front of the screen. Just a quick photo, after which you can go to the EveTech banner for the last photo ops. All right, I'm just waiting for Kerry to join us again. Kerry has joined us again. So now, for your 2nd place champions, can we get 4 ways high?
So now we're on the map.
Don't go too far. All right, just stand here in front of the screen. Quick photo. All right, 2nd place. Ladies and gentlemen, give this team a massive round of applause. All right, so now what you've been waiting for, the final legends, the champions. Please make some noise for Bryanston High! All right, Sam Bryanston, coach, join us. There's something for you as well. All right, players, take some photos. Stand with your team. There we go. Now put your prizes down, coaches stay. So with RGB Gaming, we have a tradition. I'm gonna hand you your trophy, you're gonna keep it low, and on the count of 3, you're gonna lift it as champions, all right? There you go, team, jump in. Coaches, jump in. All right, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was the finals tournament for today. We will be going into Rocket League at around the next half an hour. We are going to take a half an hour intermission before we move into Rocket League. Please be back at 1:30